don't think it necessarily has to be multiple people, but it's multiple businesses.
Maybe it's entities.
Entities, yeah. I think that's how they got them. But I'm back. Welcome back to the 2B Fair Show.
You the host?
Oh yeah.
God damn.
Go for
It's been a minute.
that nigga ain't know what did he say.
Welcome back to the 2B Fair.
I knew that was gonna happen, but welcome back to the 2B Fair Show. I'm your host, Johnny P.
Over here, real.
It's Q.
And we back.
We back.
Oh yeah, before we get started, we'll tell everybody tap in with us on all socials at the 2B Fair Show. That's Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Threads. Please hit the notification button, like the video, tap in with us on the chat. We'll be interactive. We'll read off all chats. Well, not all, but most of them.
Mm-hmm.
We will try to get to all of
A
them.
lot.
Volunteered me to read a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My bad. Enough
my
of
boy
them.
Tone of them look at me. So yeah, not all of them.
Oh yeah, let me. Your host Tone, not really your host. Your background Tone. I'm not G Shit Podcast.
Ha.
All right, let's get into it, man. What we got?
Oh yeah, and I think my boys up. One of my girls.
You talking about
South Carolina.
USC
Yeah.
against UConn? Oh, they was up. I watched a little bit of it, but
My boy Cyrus say what that 87, 58.
God damn.
They putting a smack down.
oh damn,
they
doing the second Great White Hope like that.
Yeah. Fuck it.
She was the original Great White Hope, actually.
No, man, she's nowhere near as good as Caitlin Clark.
No, all right, so all right. So many different ways of going that. Paige Becker won. Before the knee injury, she was the Great White Hope. Caitlin Clark rose after her knee injury.
I'll give you that.
And she was out for 2 years because of the
I'll
knee.
give you that.
She was running college basketball for 2 years.
But she wasn't doing this type of shit Caitlin was doing.
Well, Caitlin just made it like flashy.
She was
How about this? She didn't lose. Caitlin Clark lost.
to us.
Or just in general. Like
But-
Paige Becker, she came in
Okay.
from freshman and just was running
She
shit.
was the original. Caitlin was always going to be better. I understand that.
Well, I don't know if she's better or not.
Yeah.
But like we'll see once Paige Becker gets to the league. I think she just got forgotten about. But
Shit. No, they say we did. Nah, Johnny, we did y'all like that. Shit.
oh damn.
He like UConn.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. Shit.
Oh damn, y'all got your ass kicked.
It's okay, bro. It's about time. About time. It's been a minute.
No, it's low key some UConn fans. We'll be hooping at the Wise. It's a couple guys that so UConn, they do this thing where the girl, and I think USC does this a little bit too,
The
where
guys.
they have like a whole guy team that they kind of play per diem and all that shit to play against the girls. So some of the guys be at the Y hooping. But
Oh, that's fine.
yeah.
That's fine.
But nonetheless, that was a quick little tangent.
Yeah, man, him man had to come in there and slide that in. He fucked me up with that one.
Oh, okay.
But I guess we're gonna go to the big three.
It's just Big Me.
It is.
Hey, that's what it looked like right
Stay
now.
Drake.
I guess
That's what it looked like right now. It really do look like it's just big humor. Pause. So that
Yeah, definitely pause.
But
I
yeah,
get I can toss it and throw like the alley-oop to the question. So in lieu of Kendrick coming off of the Super Bowl performance last weekend, Drake, he just released a collab album with Party. I haven't looked at the what it's expected to sell, but he just released a project with Party that's mainly Drake. I think it's maybe 20 records. And J. Cole, he does have in like 2 months, he got Dreamville Fest coming up, which he said that he has a project dropping before then. So it leads to the question around this time, maybe, damn, I guess we might be like 1 month off from when it all popped off. When that verse came out on that Future record like that, and then it got everything stirred up. And my bad. I guess we are completely about a year in because of the shooter. What is it?
that was on the For the Dogs.
First person shooter. It came out about a little over a year ago, I guess now, and that led to the
that was the biggest,
like that
biggest the Super Bowl line.
Yes,
Shit,
and led to like that,
Was
which
it last
led
year's-
to every single thing.
Was it last year's Super Bowl he performed that too, or was that the year before?
What are you talking about?
Kendrick when he performed with Dr. Dre.
I think it was 2 years ago.
Oh, because Usher was last year. Right?
Yeah,
Oh,
I think it was
okay.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
Dang, bro, the year it be
What?
flying. The time be
That's
flying,
crazy, bro.
Yeah. So nonetheless, saying that to say,
That's crazy.
right now, I guess, is there still a big three? And if so, what strategically would be like the best road for each of these people moving forward post beef, if it is post beef?
Well, can I play a real quick recap of Drake's album?
Oh damn!
Is
All right, so
does
this
it
is
have
going
the
this is going to
song
be
music in it?
a tone
if it got
review.
music, I wouldn't say
It ain't my review.
Hold on, but
he
look,
did a good job.
Does it have music in it?
Nah, bro, just
Okay,
trust me.
okay.
She makes me cry. I can't be blamed for anything. I'm fine. I know you tried to ruin my life, but you can't though. By the way, the beef ain't done. Fuck a Grammy. Don't even call that bowl super while you round me. I thought it was good. Court documents are drafting, but I'm relaxing. And I know I told Party I'ma give him a verse, but then I heard what he sent and said, fuck features. Hey, I'm 38 and I'm still brave. Fuck what that little man gotta say. I got this on Valentine's Day, but this one for the boys, the thoughts to play. Don't you think that's a bit weird considering the album name? Man, fuck that. I'm a rap out how my exes still hate on me. And no way, that's an eternal issue. It's something I'ma keep blaming on Bay. I had about 20 teens in the club, and by the way, they appropriate age. That's a weird thing to have to clarify. The beat ain't go my way, so I'm breaking those opinions up and give you something that you can sing. You can sing with me now, and it's fun when we sing together. I do like singing. Everybody likes singing, and also fuck my ops. I'ma mention a girl that they was hanging with. You don't gotta do that. I hate that girl cause she hangs with my ops. I'ma name that girl, but none of my ops. Why? We hate that girl together cause it's a Drake song. So at the end of the day, we're gonna hate on a girl. Well, none of that was necessary. In fact, most of the things that he said wasn't necessary. But it is very fun sounding, so I guess that's just Drake. My girl.
Yeah, that's basically
That was basically the album.
Bro, the little bit that I heard that was basically
I listened to the majority of the album. Yeah, I'm just not the biggest Drake singing fan. I think maybe one, two records maybe kind of stood. I wasn't even sold on the "Give Me a Hug" record until that Aaron Hall flip came and
the beats are
yeah.
The beats are
that second flip when it went to the Aaron Hall R&B. I was like, all right, he caught that.
I like some of the beats,
but that was about it. I
think what he needs to do next is for the big three.
Mm-hmm.
Drake just need to drop a movie, bro. He's a decent actor.
I've been saying
he's a good actor. He like the music thing ain't really working out for you right now. Like you need to put this shit on ice. Like it'd be the perfect time to drop a movie.
Is he a good actor though?
When was the last time he's actually acted?
Okay, he was an actor. Let me not put good on front of that. Let me just say he was an actor because I don't really know. Grassy was a long time ago, so I don't really know.
But that would be his best bet. Maybe a Netflix show like that's like 9 episodes about some quirky character that he plays, and he got to play the role so good. People forget that he's Drake.
That's what it would make him.
Yeah, if he played like a quirky character, I think that definitely could work.
I think that would be something that would be very strategic move that you could make to make us forget about like 2024 because
it was dark.
Because like, but Kendrick still reminding us about it. It's like the Super Bowl this year, last week.
That's crazy to think that was a year ago, man.
It's like, yeah, big as the Super Bowl, and then Drake was real quiet when the Super Bowl came around.
Well, he was on tour during the Super Bowl inside like Australia.
Oh yeah, did y'all see the performance? He had the smoke coming out his shirt and stuff.
Yeah, he said that
he took a whole lot of shots. He did this during the Super Bowl or so.
That shit was corny, bro.
It was.
I thought that shit was corny, bro.
That man is grasping for straws. It's like, bro, just perform. You could, like,
bro. I'm looking forward to Cole's album.
I'm looking forward to Cole, bro.
I think that's gonna shift the gears for us.
Y'all think he gonna drop it before?
That's what he said before Dreamville Fest.
That's what he said. I believe that some kind of project.
I mean, he been extra quiet. Like we ain't heard no features.
No, I think, but like, here's the thing. Because last year was
when did we hear Cole that? Oh,
Mike,
it was them songs, right?
Mike delete later.
Yeah. No, he had them songs afterwards.
What songs?
Port Antonio.
Port Antonio. Yeah.
Was there another one?
That was it. It was just Port Antonio.
He had the feature run too during the. He had a post beat feature run.
Yeah, because he had
like the T Grizzly record. He had the Grippy record.
Collard Green joint. That was after.
Which one is Collard Green?
With Dialysis.
Yes.
That was like right after the beef too. So
why you call daylight dialysis? That's crazy.
did I say that?
W said dialysis. That's
As
crazy.
Will said, was bringing out Serena a corny move to y'all by Kendrick.
Nah. I wouldn't say only because of
She's from
Drake.
Compton.
Well, and then Drake. What he was like randomly shooting at her husband for some reason.
And then she get in trouble for doing the
Yeah,
crip
she had
walk
in trouble
before.
for that crip walk.
But she's from.
Oh, yeah,
she's
yeah,
from Compton,
and
though,
which
so
we call
she's
it.
like a
right?
part of Compton culture though. Like even like before Drake and Kendrick, like if you doing something about Compton, it's cool.
Yeah, it does make sense. And then her crip walking, being that she got in trouble for crip walking at Wimbledon, like it's like
No,
the
they not
bigger
like us.
FU.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the other part that's dope about that is I just seen something right before I came here, and it reminded me. I was like, community revolution in progress. That's actually like what that performance was, I guess. So I guess it was fitting for her to be doing it.
Yeah, I don't see no problem with the Serena joint. I mean, it's petty. It is definitely a petty thing to do. But
Yeah.
I wouldn't call it.
But I was like,
I wouldn't call it. But the whole performance was like, it was my first time seeing the lowercase a too, which I thought. Was,
but
that's his
PG Lang logo.
PG
And
Lang
everybody
logo.
keeps saying, yeah, he did it for A minor, and he even like he'll be thinking that deep about everything.
okay, well then because I saw somebody say that. That was my first time noticing that, and I was like, damn, that's insanely petty.
I thought this shit was hilarious. I seen this clip of him in an interview saying that the people that do like the create, what is it? What do they call it? Where they tell you what the breakdowns, the people who do the breakdowns, he was like, they do better breakdowns than I can do. Like he was like, they be adding a whole bunch of shit that I don't even be thinking about.
That's art, though.
Like niggas just be connected hella dots. Like you see how on Facebook, I didn't watch the performance, but on Facebook, everybody with the think pieces and all that.
I think that happens with a lot of like with literature, and I think because I think that's a natural thing to do, and I think that's the beauty of art. A lot of times is like
up for interpretation.
Yeah, it's not a real defining thing, and I think that's the beauty of certain artists. They leave it open to interpretation. I think that's a fire thing to do, and I think I think Kendrick just he probably need a chill too. Cause
he gonna hit he gonna duck off in just a little bit, and we ain't gonna hear from him for a minute.
Yeah, because you don't want to oversaturate yourself
until he got somebody else targeting.
Yeah, or I think probably.
I don't think nobody else gonna fuck with him.
Yeah, even Kanye
let that
said
nigga alone.
Even Kanye said don't fuck with Kendrick.
Yeah, you let that nigga alone. I don't think we got to worry about that no more.
I think go on tour. And just go back to
because
you don't want to oversaturate yourself, like being like you're an artist who's known for having gaps, and then you just try to constantly just feed us with music just because you want to beef. I think that'll be a mistake because you sound like it's a good time to go. You hot right now.
I think it's be nice to not like.
I think a good feature run wouldn't be bad, but you gotta think like he hasn't really gave us a bunch of music, has he?
No.
When does he do features?
Like all he did was he did the beef, and all those records was in April, and then all that ended was like May.
I forget how long ago it was.
Yeah, that was almost a year ago, and then he was quiet,
and then
he just dropped an album with like how many songs on it? Like 10. Yeah, it's like 11 records.
Yeah.
In November, but he was in between that. He was really quiet. He's just been real impactful with every time that he's dropped.
April to November is a decent.
It's a big gap.
It didn't seem like it was that long.
The whole year flew by, bro.
It flew the fuck by, bro.
Seem like it was that long. Okay,
the whole year flew by,
bro.
But you can't.
I can see the deluxe coming soon though. Add about 5 more seconds, 5 more records to the GNX.
Record label wise, like he kind of seems to have taken that place that Drake had with it. Like they got the same record label, right? Or overall, right? Yeah, Universal. It seems like Universal is kind of. They definitely have put the backing train on Kendrick. It seems like at this point,
but that's because he's making money, and
I agree, but they're gonna keep pushing him to do.
That's what I'm saying.
You gotta hold the road.
But didn't that the card what is the Party Next Door Drake they're doing good numbers, and from what I was seeing, this like fastest. Maybe like fastest to the Go ahead. I'll pull it up.
I ain't seen no.
Well, the number that what you're gonna say is like they had the fastest first day of this year.
Oh, it was of this year.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
But ain't nobody really dropped.
Started. Oh man, yeah. Niggas love coming up with a fucking stat just to fucking quote a stat, bro. Come on, bro. That shit's
you got to read
it, the year.
Man, it's the most
fucking February.
What? And prior to that, it was Kendrick the day after the Super Bowl. and that's like it's one of those things that it really don't matter like that, to be honest. Yeah, I guess if I'm going, I'll try and run down each one. Like I said, I think with Kendrick, I think that a good like maybe 5-song deluxe would be fire. I would also say a decent little feature run over like this next year, not oversaturating yourself, but strategically throwing out 1 or 2 features where you just kind of go crazy on.
What features has he really done like that?
Control.
Though?
Well, yeah, okay. Control was a feature. I like his mask off feature. That was one of my favorite features from him.
He got a song.
He got that song with Isaiah Rashad. That's fire.
I don't know if that's a feature though. 30 for 30. That his song.
Oh, where did that drop on? Oh no, that's SZA's song. Oh yeah, I guess he did just do that feature. Yeah. 30 for 30.
So like, but I didn't know if that was his song or her song.
No, that's on SZA's Control Deluxe thing that dropped.
So we'll see.
Okay, my bad, but go ahead.
Yeah. So I'd say over the next year, maybe 3 to 4 features, a deluxe sometime soon, just to kind of get that out the way. And then just rest for about another 6-7 months, and what is that? 2027 drop an album. That's what I'd say for him.
You mean 26? Or you saying 27?
Chill 26.
I think 26. That. Wait, chill 26, and depending on how because it's 2025 right now. If he drops a deluxe, and then does a feature run, and that's this year, I do think that he'll be good for a gap. And I think a year gap is always good for Kendrick. And I'd say 2027 he'll probably come.
Has he got anybody else on his label yet besides I think Baby Keem?
Yeah, Baby Keem is on his label.
And that's it.
That's all I know of right now.
That's where I think the push is at for him. He got to do the label thing. Like as far as focusing in on that. Which I don't see him being able to really rest too much doing it. Like he gotta still bring those artists forefront. But I think the thing to do would be to take over in that way. Yeah, bring the artist forefront that he want to bring forth. Feature on their stuff, like heavy feature on their stuff.
And that's what he does with Baby Keem.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
like he had like 4 or 5
Keem, like
features on Baby Keem,
which I like Baby Keem, but the issue is he's not the one that's gonna like. It's kind of become apparently out. He's been out long enough to know he's not the next person to push. Like that's gonna really be the big push. He dope. I like a lot of Baby Keem stuff as far as how he sound and stuff, but he's not the next person.
I feel like he kind of already hit his ceiling.
I wouldn't necessarily say that. I think
he's definitely plateaued.
Well, that's what I mean.
I think Baby Keem just he has a sound that has a ceiling. I guess that'd be the best way to put it. I don't know if he's like hit his ceiling, but like he has like a real fun, playful sound that. Like he's to me, he's like a more polished Yachty or some shit. Like
he got to focus on building up the label catalog though.
I can see that. Well, I mean that then he has to find more talent.
Yeah, he got to
cultivate talent. I do think that would be another good step for him inside like the quote unquote big 3.
It's the only thing that's like really the difference between him and J. Cole to me. Like, well, that's not the only difference. Cole, there's some other differences, but Cole has actually proven as far as like choosing artists. Like the artists who came up from under Cole, Jid, Earth Gang, Ari Lennox, like the artists he chose and everything. Even
Dreamville is
they
and then the sounds are so different.
Yeah,
the sounds and that's I think that's the dopest part about it is that like the sounds are different. Like you hear Boss and then you hear fucking Jid. It's like there's no, you know what I mean? It's like you know what I mean. It gives you like the feel of like 90s hip hop type shit where you had all of these different artists that were completely different, sounded completely different. It felt like the golden, you know what I mean? It felt like that time period was real fun, and he kind of has that in house, which is dope.
A little bit. He also kind of had a cheat code with that as well.
Because he got a whole group that was already together. That was
okay, right, yeah.
If you understood, like he did kind of he kind of grabbed the. In essence, we was on the Charlotte scene. What he did for like the underground boom bap Atlanta scene was that he grabbed like 6 or 7 of them. Like he grabbed the Earth Gang and Jid, and then like it was like a couple other people within that whole little sphere from producers to he's LA. Okay. But I can't remember the name of, because they put out like full albums and shit together before as well.
Was it
It was like the
was
Bear,
Isaiah
was it
Rashad a
Bear
part of that too, or was it?
No,
was
Isaiah
Black.
Another nigga.
Black.
It was Black.
Black.
Yeah,
Black
yeah,
was a
yeah.
part of it. Like marimba.
I used to listen to that shit too. I know
Marina.
exactly. Yeah, they was fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of like what they called themselves.
Village. Yeah,
There you go.
yeah.
Village.
Riz said Dreamville was never really fully realized. No undeniable star came from it, and they're on a decline these days.
Okay.
I do think Jid is gonna. I don't think Jid's done. I just think he need the right backing behind him or the right.
Well,
is Jid gonna make a hit record though like that? Is he
like,
is that the kind of artist he is? I don't necessarily think that he's that kind of artist. He seems like more one of those dudes that has like a cult following.
But he's had a hit record.
Yeah.
He seems like a cult. I'm not necessarily saying the hit record, but like become like the. Like, you know what I mean, at the level of what we're speaking of. It seems
I'm
like
not counting Jid out.
He's more of like
a
but I guess
he's a cult following type of thing,
right?
Like we was talking about God, Big Crit.
Yeah, but I think that he's. You could probably argue that he might have seen more commercial success than Crit already. I forget the song with 21 Savage. That's like that song has went viral and became like a hit and was like on the charts for a while.
Is that the one
for JID
doing the Instagram videos too?
Right. Yeah.
I forgot the name.
I can't remember the name of it.
They were putting it up on the ceiling. You remember those ceiling?
Yeah. That's exactly what it was.
Yeah, I forgot the name.
That's what they was putting the phones on the ceiling. Oh, okay.
Surround sound. That's what it was.
Oh yeah. Hey,
Dave.
Hey, shout out to the
Dave voted.
Yeah.
How do you just give us 20?
But going to the Jid point, yeah, I think that the sky is the limit for Jid. I think that he's a player, not a player. He's an artist that, as you said, he will have a cult fan base. But all the biggest artists start with the cult fan base, like from Nicole to Kendricks to Kanye, whoever. And I think that he's creative enough to make really great records.
I agree.
That can cross over. Like I said, even like his last album, he had one or two of them. It'll just be interesting to see. I know that he also is trying to get away from Dreamville at the moment. And that's gonna be its own interesting thing, kind of thing.
About
where
the beef, about him dropping out. That's what it seemed like, right? It came out.
Yeah, I don't know if he's like most.
If that's the reason,
on the Cole side of things.
Sacrifice TV said Jid was supposed to have a joint project with Metro, but I guess the beef kind of swung the momentum of that project.
Oh, shout out to the bro, Kenny. What up, G? We got to get Kenny on here too.
Okay.
We putting the list together too, Kenny. We putting the list together now.
I was about to say, that would kind of make sense though if like he leaving because like it's interfering with his career. I mean, I actually think that's actually a good move for him. Like Dreamville has done all it can do for Jid. I think.
I agree.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think that he's
bigger than Dreamville.
To an extent,
it's
yes.
the machine that's behind him. I think having a bigger machine.
Oh, okay.
I think he's ready to compete with the Coles in him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know,
that's exactly it. He good, bro. Like,
he's definitely one of the like best that we've had come in a long fucking time. Definitely, like his pen game, his creativity, like his flow patterns he chooses. But I think that like to get to that, so a lot of the times that choppiness doesn't really work well as for the general listener. To get like to the Cole, like Kendrick is one of the guys that was able. He also had like some vibey ass hits too. But like usually the
JID has a bunch of those records too. Exactly. Like he can sing.
Oh yeah,
he can make melody records. Like
the last album he had.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
Like,
and before that, like his biggest record before then. Damn, I can't remember the name of it, but it was kind of like a sing-songy female record.
I think he needs somebody who can give him hits.
He's just really good, in my opinion.
Ironically enough, I think him and Smino working together would really be I
think that'd be a great brainchild. I don't know if it'll give them commercial success. It'll be an amazing project.
I think it would give him. I think it would bring it to
yeah.
Press and play.
I think it would give him like because he not
like imagine the flows that come out of that,
bro. That's my whole thing. I'm like just them bouncing off of each other, bouncing ideas off each other. I'm like that right there would be dope.
What Riz say right there?
Jid is like Kendrick with less pop appeal and no solid storyline for the masses to grab onto.
Well, JID he's given his storyline multiple times.
I don't think people grabbed onto it. Though.
Yeah, it's not like it just doesn't fit. Like, cause you talking about those playing football and
yeah,
that.
I don't think people grab it.
It ain't too much to really like grab onto as a, you know what I mean? That story is not something that just a casual person can really.
What is
like,
the Kendrick storyline that people grabbed onto?
I don't know.
Good kid, man.
Well,
he was a smart kid in a crazy city. The Compton story.
The
It was a
Compton
lot
story.
that played on
Good
him.
kid, man.
He was able to. He was able to play off of Compton. He was
Yeah,
able to play off
facts.
of having Dre. It was a move that was able
I
to
just
work.
think he
out.
had like bigger commercial success.
He definitely had bigger.
So like we
success.
just know it more, but
it played off. He was rapping good, and then he played off of Dre. Like it's like the next era of.
I agree with that.
So
that's different than like having like the storyline.
But I think coming from Compton, Compton has enough storyline to say coming from Compton, you know what I mean? That is enough storyline. You can kind of infer what the fuck, you know what I mean? It's more of like you kind of created it in your head more. You know what I mean?
What do we know about Kent? He was affiliated with the Bloods, right? Am I right about that?
I don't know if he was affiliated with the Bloods.
I'm not trying. I think that's
bro,
like everybody in Compton be one way or the other.
He's from one of them neighborhoods.
What's the J Rock? What did J Rock claim any? I know he was a street dude, but was he affiliated at all?
I can't remember. I don't be keeping up with those.
And it wasn't even like I don't think it was like he was in it. I think he was like around or
a homie.
Yeah. Like he was a smart. It was smart kid in the neighborhood or something.
Right.
Good kid, man.
Yeah, and
I think that right there does give the story. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess to me, I don't know if and I get what y'all saying. I don't know if like that storyline as much as like his ability and then like the perfect mesh that happened at that time, because he was running that same story in Section 80. People didn't necessarily care as much. Like it hadn't hit the masses. The button wasn't completely pushed. He was running that same story in Overly Dedicated, giving them the same stories, whether it was BJ the Chicago Kid to I forget, like he had these exact same stories. I think that once he got that cosign, once he got like everything polished and put together on the right stage, it was the perfect marriage of things.
And I think he had a good competition, like that class was good too. So just to have to have to pick between the Cole or Kendrick thing, that actually, you know what I mean, having that competition at that same time is actually very good.
You have a lot of competition around that time.
Yeah. And then like to me, like Jid coming, who would you say that Jid's competition is? Like, you know what I mean? I think that having competition helps as well.
Yeah.
He really need a producer. It's not. I don't even know if it's competition with him. I think he just needs a good producer. That's
JID.
Oh yeah, he said J Rock is blood.
Yeah, like a good producer. Take him. I think a good producer gonna take.
Even though I enjoyed the production,
I do enjoy the production.
But a Metro project would do him well. Like
something that would be crazy.
Where he kind of like,
or Zato
has like a good little crossover.
Even if he doesn't do, even if he just is able to present his style a little bit more and capitalize off of features, I think that would be dope.
Gotcha.
But we was talking about the big three though. So.
Yeah, I guess if I was to try and finish off the last two, Drake, I really think that what would have been best for Drake would have been to take like probably like 9 months to a year off. He can't do it. He won't do it. He refuses to. And
shut the fuck up all the way too. Like just chill. You got some bread, bro. Just chill.
Because he could have made stuff irrelevant. It's like he keep making it funny. So like, you know, when somebody be picking and you finally be like, dang, bro, he ain't even saying nothing. Shut up. We tired of hearing you pick on him. No, this nigga keep coming back. Saying other stuff.
Yeah.
And then it's just, and every time you see him, you can't help but think about that. So he just needs to go ghost for a minute, bro. Chill all the way the fuck out.
Yeah. And I don't know if I just think that he's over, even like before the beat, like he's had multiple missteps. But I think that post beef, he's had a lot of missteps. I don't think that this album was a correct step either, just because of, I think after this week it's not going to be received extremely well. I can't say that it is being received extremely well. I was looking at like it seemed like is there some people that's trying to like force the good reaction, but then when you look in the comments, it ain't nothing but niggas dragging, and I was like, okay.
Well, I see what my homies talking about. I had to listen to, it's growing on me. I had to listen to it for nigga. That mean it's trash, bro. You had
I'm
four
telling
or 5 times you had to listen to it for it to get. That mean you trying to brainwash,
bro.
Make it sound
like.
I swear, bro. I think that we do that a lot.
The fire bar right there. I think that's.
I watched enough reactions, and that's when they all reacted. I got it now. But yeah, with Drake, that's what I would think. I think that him taking a long enough hiatus, coming back with a couple big hits, it might be smart for him to go the commercial route first, and then drop niggas with like some raps, like some really good raps. Give us like 2 or 3 times stint records while you away. That wouldn't be too bad. That's what I say with that.
He might need to go back to making mixtapes for a minute. Like just drop out, make release like mixtapes ain't nobody asked for like every once in a while. Just like don't be quiet, but then just drop a mixtape out of nowhere.
Or like a 3-track EP type
yeah,
shit.
Something like that, like out of nowhere. Keep people, but go do a movie though.
Like the Scary Hours.
Yeah, Scary Hours. That's exactly what I was about to say. Just
drop like 2 Scary Hours over the next year and a half.
And he really need to just he got to get back to being introspective Drake and stuff. It's like get back to your good qualities that people like about
you. Got to go back to being soft.
Like, no, he was too.
I agree.
No, because we don't like hard Drake. Like,
not, bro.
It's that middle point, bro.
Drake ain't doing it, bro. You gotta be soft, bro. We need R&B. I'm trying to find your love, and what was the other song? We're not going home. Hold on, we're not.
Bro, the whole
home.
thing is this stuff is the soft shit that you hear. This stuff, the soft shit you hear right now. The man going crazy, bro. Like he was more confident in his mental capacity as far as putting that stuff out and taking the flack that was coming towards him, and then thriving off of it. Like right now, this man is whining about ex-girlfriends all the time, and come on, man, just
and how niggas ain't gonna slide.
Yeah, bro.
But he'll sue.
Niggas
I don't know if he about
introspective observation, Drake. Just like bro is a good lyric. Like as far as I think he's one of the most creative lyricists I've ever heard. I really do. I think he's creative with lyrics, but it's just like this.
I don't know how much I don't know how much writing I can give, bro.
Nah, some of the stuff he say, Drake talk shit like no other when he want to.
Yeah, but is he the one doing it?
You can usually, to me, I can usually tell like when Drake is writing the raps, because like you said, like if you've listened to enough of them, you can tell the Drake POV above like anything else. That's why, to me, if you're reading this, it's too late came out, and I heard that, I was like, oh shit, this nigga has evolved into something different because the POV was so different.
Right.
And I was like, oh shit. Like the sound, the flow, and the POV is different. And then you find out another nigga wrote it, and it's like, damn. Yeah. And I guess the last one would be for me, J. Cole. J. Cole's probably the harder one, where
he can do anything right now.
He don't need to stop doing Dreamville Fest.
Well, he done with that after this year.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Bro, Cole can literally do whatever you want.
I think the fucking album is gonna be tough.
Like, but my thing is that like right now, Cole has the least favor out of everybody.
Why? Because of the thing still?
You think he has less favor than
like you
Drake?
think you think
definitely not less than Drake.
This is just my POV. From what it seems, people give Drake the credit of fighting, and they don't really give Cole that. Drake also has a bigger loyal fan base across the board. Drake is the biggest star, and like his fan base is mainly people that don't care about it, which is women.
That's 100% true.
So like Drake kind of has like this little corner that he's okay in per se. With Cole's main fan base has been like college. It's like college educated females, and then it's hip hop heads.
But all them niggas,
and that's kind of like the
bro. Cole about to come out and kill. No matter what.
The thing is that bro. all of the niggas. All of the niggas that was talking, all of the he was too soft, he was scared, and he get all of them niggas is gonna listen to the fucking album, bro. All of them, every single like, fucking one.
Cole,
everyone. It's like you literally, it's gonna happen, bro. Like it's literally gonna be like.
Well, I think
that shit's over with. Nobody's gonna care about the fact that he didn't do the shit anymore. You know what I mean? This nigga hasn't had like a whack album, so you know it's gonna be hard. You know what I mean? So I think that shit.
I think.
Niggas one thing that find something to be emotional about, and then so they use that to.
Well, you said one thing that's true. I think that everybody is going to listen to him. like the angle that he takes is going to matter a lot. I don't think that people are going to receive braggadocious Cole great at all. I think when he dropped like the last two features that was braggadocious, he didn't get really good reception.
Why do you think he about to come braggadocious?
Hold on, what you think would be better, braggadocious Cole post beef or braggadocious Drake? I think Cole has way more.
So I think that we have to I'm separating those two. So I think that Drake has a different fan base and they're loyal. Like they still will argue that he won the beef right now.
I've heard that shit.
I've
heard that shit.
No,
bro.
but that
they just don't want to hear it, bro.
Some niggas out on my IG.
His eye out the socket, and they still like, yeah, he won the. This man's whole eye done fell out the socket, bro.
It's so many that he has his internet guys like the malls and the acts.
Yeah.
But then like on my timeline, there's still a few niggas that are holding the fort down. For sure. They're holding
Maul
the fort down.
Maul actually, I seen Maul talking about it, how he won and shit. I'm saying like, bro, it just sounds so stretched Armstrong that like, you know how far you gotta reach to say that.
And I understand,
but they still doing it though. That's a fact. I see Tyron, the homie Tyron. He said that he's a Drake. He's definitely a Drakean. And
yeah, like they'll find. My thing is that they'll find their way, and that's what like I don't want to necessarily compare the two because like Drake has an audience to where he's good no matter what. Because his audience is built off people that don't necessarily care.
Cole about to smoke all that shit. I don't care.
Like
Cole,
I don't know Cole to like Cole
in general
can't necessarily say that he has that specific audience.
Cole can go either route with it, and that's the whole thing. He can give what Kendrick can give. He can give what Drake can give. I think he can.
I can't say I ain't gonna say he can give what Drake gives.
Like he hasn't been received.
What I'm saying is
the Port Antonio wasn't received amazingly great.
That was just because it was right then. Like that shit was still super fresh to me. Like I think that it was
like
it was feeling. But I'm saying it was still
like in December or some shit. Like,
but I'm saying the beef was still like it was still pretty fresh. It was still pretty fresh. Niggas was still talking about it real tough, and it's like, nigga, but you done opted out of this shit. So I can understand that, but it's been long enough at this point to where I don't see why. I don't know, bro. I guess niggas just a lot more emotional than I am. Like I don't care so much about. I'm not that emotional. I just want to hear the music, bro.
Yeah, no, I think that there's a like I said, he appealed to the hip hop head, and with a lot of like the traditional hip hop heads, they all have like their specific different rubrics in which they evaluate who they like, and one of those things is if you're battle tested. And with Cole, I think that he went down the road of like inviting the battle so long, and then when it didn't happen, XYZ. And that's something that he has to deal with because of that's the version of an audience that he cultivated. And that's why I said like Drake, he has a cheat code because he cultivated a bunch of people that accepted him having ghostwriters, that accepted him like singing songs to make it and songs for females and simping. Like he like his core group isn't based off of like what we call the rules of hip hop. And
that's true.
Like
I see
with J. Cole, like that's where his tough part is at.
But we gonna
say he's a rapper.
And if I was to give like what I think he should do, I would say he needs to make a Yours Truly album where he's just telling stories, and then he's giving like the introspective POV of actually what it felt like to apologize, actually like what the backlash was like, like a real POV into the shit.
I'd say leave
and,
that
and
shit
I think
alone.
that'd be.
I don't
that beef shit. You did that at Port Antonio. That was enough. We can
I just wanted let me get my full opinion off real quick. Huh?
Did you mean Truly Yours?
What did I say?
Yours Truly.
That's the second one. It's Truly Yours first, then it's Yours Truly.
Yeah, I think that he did like it.
I'm like, bro, he ain't released that shit, bro.
let me look at it.
That's gonna be the next.
No, it was Truly Yours. He did Truly Yours and Truly Yours too.
Okay, all right. So I said the words back.
Oh, I didn't even know there was a Truly Yours too. I was joking.
I know there's two of them. But yeah. I think that the more he can get into like some version of introspection rap, because even the Port Antonio, what I enjoyed most was the first verse.
The production was tough.
When he just was like rapping and getting back and talking about, like
that's
like
all I think you need to do.
But this is what I'm saying. I think he needs to do that. I think that he will, like, if he does that for an album, keep it like 7 to 8 records, and just deliver something like that, he could be good.
No,
I think that if he goes
12,
anywhere in the
14.
realm of braggadocious, I'm the best in like any of that shit that he has been doing for the past like 8 years, I don't think that it receives well.
I think my thing is that he don't gotta say I'm the best. Just do what the fuck you do, bro. You ain't gotta say I'm the best, nigga. When the bars, if he does what he does,
and that's what I
niggas going to exactly. Like I don't have to say that. You gonna say that? Like this nigga.
When was the time he was doing it while not also saying that he was the best?
No, what I'm saying is that all he has to do is. But what I'm saying is that if he just leaves I'm the best out, just look at the bars. Like you know what I mean. You just listen to the music. I think that's gonna be enough. But honestly, and then I thought that the Fallout. I don't even know. Is it still the Fallout? Do you know? Fall off. My bad. Fall off.
I think that's what his album is supposed to be. I don't know if he has a project coming before then.
Oh, okay. So it may be a project.
It was supposed to be
off season. Then.
Well, there's supposed to be something about his son, or baby or something like that. On there when it came down to the
I think he just need to put together a masterpiece, not focus on no beef, not focus on none of that. Just put together some solid songs.
Some really good songs, and don't talk about being the best.
But I don't want
5 to 7 songs would be like a good.
Yeah, you just like
in and out.
Really I want an album.
I want an album.
I want an album.
But man,
what was Riz talking about right there?
Cole's quit and messed up his momentum severely. If Cole would have stayed on course and the Fall Off came out and it was a classic and then he retired, that's a shadow over Drake and Dot legacy, low key.
I agree. I think that like Cole actually was lining himself up for the most amazing exit, especially after the dropping of what was his last project?
Might Delete Later.
And if you roll that into the Fall Off, shit, like he had the carpet laid out.
Yeah, but he had to get out the way too, because that Drake and Kendrick shit, like that was the only thing. He couldn't have dropped no music during this time.
Nobody rolls out the carpet for Cole. This man come out with the carpet himself and roll it out every time. Like he do it, bro. That's what he do.
That was the issue, because Sarah just said it, because he dropped that diss track at the end of Might Delete Later too, though.
Oh well, yeah, I guess,
and that's where people really get mad.
Say it again, my bad.
He dropped the diss track.
How about this? If he had not, he could have just avoided the if he just avoided the diss, I think that he probably could have been most unscathed out of here.
I think that was
if he'd just ignored it. Like,
hey, I think it'd be funny how
a lot of the biggest strategic mistake, because you could have just put the album.
This is the thing that kind of fucks with me about this. Like, it's a lot of the niggas who be doing like that do all of like the conscious talking and all this shit and all these new terms and shit that we want to talk about. They be using all these words and shit. And then to see a nigga actually apologize in real life, nigga got them give him slack for apologizing in real life when this is the shit everybody is sitting there talking about being on. All these niggas sitting there doing all this talking about becoming the man and narcissism and fucking all these fucking gaslights and all these fucking terms and shit. And then turn around and judge a nigga for saying, I apologize, I'ma chill.
Not to mention, you don't know if he done
talked to this man. That's crazy.
You don't know if he done talked to this man.
What the fuck? What are we doing?
Well, I know
how can we do both at the same time?
Definitely. Well, I can answer that.
How we gonna do both at the same time? Niggas talk about
you don't know if he talks
growth
to the man
in the black community and all kinds of shit.
Cole could have called Kendrick up after that first diss, been done talk to him and be like, look, yeah, we gonna keep it lyrical, and Kendrick be like, nah, bro, this ain't this. If you're gonna be on that side, be on that side. This ain't this.
Well, Kendrick also just was talked about the beef on the like during the Super Bowl, where he said that he was he just wanted to keep it sport.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he said. That was his quote. I guess I guess Rail, to what you're saying. I don't know niggas to love mental health rappers, and that just be like the thing that most people enjoy their rappers for some version of entertainment, and not necessarily the fact that all their song or many, if not most of their songs are helping the community, helping the black community, mental health awareness, uplifting. All of these things. So if we don't already enjoy them for that, I don't know if that would be specifically the get out of jail free card when it's talking about why you like the rapper or the artist.
These niggas be with the Michael Jackson heal the world shit. Day to day. And a nigga want to see, and a nigga want to be, you're the epitome of seeing two black men at that height. Actually, you know what I mean? A black man like acknowledging, taking accountability. All of the shit we talking about, right? All of the shit we talk about.
Nigga said that he was an adult for it, but rappers just like quote unquote hip hop hasn't, they like, if they don't fuck with it, I feel like it's fair for them not.
Yeah,
to
I
fuck
feel
with
like, bro, them niggas is like you can't do both at the same time. Either you're real or you faking it. Like it's either real or you faking it. Like that's like the motherfuckers do. They selling spirituality to goddamn get naked and shit. Well, yeah, why you got your ass out? We talking about spirituality like. You're trying to sell a fucking product, nigga. We be faking too much, bro. We faking too fucking much, bro.
TVI said Cole was weak for apologizing, and Cole would have been cool, but he was talking hard on this record. So when smoke came, he got scared.
But it wasn't scared though.
There goes the other part to it as well. Like so, like going to what you're saying. Like if you are presenting yourself as said thing, and then you get seen as hypocritical. People pointing out that that's hypocritical. I don't think that like it has to be a heal the world mental health thing. But then still, again, I don't know. Like, who are the fire mental health rappers?
No, nobody's
like,
talking
why are we
about.
putting
Of course,
that
nobody.
As the thing?
That is not what I was doing. You're going to an extreme. You're going to an extreme corner. That's not what I was saying.
But
hold on. Riz just said something that's cute. Did Cole drop the first diss record out of all the parties?
No.
Well, one can say that first person shooter probably could be the first.
It was the first one in like April in that time slot. Like
Cole has been throwing shots for some years though.
Yeah, no, I'm not mad at that Cole, because what I'm saying though, the only point that I'm making is
I'm
music is entertainment.
Like imagine somebody walking by you every day.
Like a nigga.
He was not
imagine somebody walking by you every
bigger
day.
Man, but not fuck with him because he was a hypocrite. It's
somebody
okay.
walking by you every day.
My thing is, at the end of the day, this is my thing. I understand, like, if I think that if it was gonna stay sport and just be sport, like Kendrick said he wanted, I believe that for the sport of it, Cole would have went with that. But to see that the shit's gonna go,
apologize before it turned anything.
But what I'm saying is that did he also? You said this back then when we was talking about it. The conversation that he was like, who was it that was Schoolboy Q, right? Mm-hmm. We talked about this during the time where it's like, okay. Schoolboy probably let him know what the fuck this is about to take a turn to the left, and you might want, you know what I mean? You make your own decision as a man.
I have to
what I'm saying is,
story,
if we start talking about niggas
Kendrick
beating wives and
keep it,
if we nigga, of course everybody got some skeletons in their closet. Nigga, nobody's trying to go into that. You know what I mean? Go that deep with it.
Kendrick's first two disses was telling Drake, "Hey, we don't have to go there."
No, I get it.
Hey, we're just rapping. We don't got to go there. The nigga. Listen, he couldn't sleep after 2 days of letting that diss record come out. That's what Cole said. He said, I was having nightmares. That nigga seen Freddie Krueger. It's all right,
but man, leave my man Cole alone.
Freddie Krueger?
Yeah, Freddie.
Oh, bro.
Real at a point.
Elm Street.
Real, because I think,
what's the point?
Like, you should have, now, like, you can't throw the first stone and then try to hide your hand. But you should get points for avoiding beef in hip hop.
No, you making it too soft. I ain't going that far.
Like that. That's like,
not avoiding beef. No, you supposed to. If
y'all niggas trying to.
No, I ain't going that far. Don't y'all be with Johnny. He trying to make me go. I ain't going that damn soft. What I'm saying is that if shit's gonna actually get messy, and then this is not your intent, and I'm not into this shit. This shit's gonna go to talking about family members and shit. I don't want to be a part of it. I'm talking about it, maybe at that point it wasn't, but if you know that this shit, I'm not saying that he did, so I might be.
And I know you know about my family too. Like
I ain't trying to go into that. We can talk about who's the best. Who could put the best bars together and shit, and we can go bar for bar type of shit. But if we gonna start talking about families and PDF files and shit. All of that, no, we going too far.
But that's hindsight conversation.
TBI for it, bro.
Literally, he didn't drop any of that shit until Drake started talking about his wife on the Family Matters record.
TBI said when Cole said I would take it on the chin, he lost me.
Damn.
You sound terrible.
Right.
That was
Shout out to
bad.
TVI.
Sacrifice TV, man. Cole just turned 40. LO, there's no point in hip hop history. We seen 40-year-olds beefing. That's how you know hip hop in a bad place. We don't even know who going to new faces of hip
Well,
hop.
now listen, Jay-Z was about 38 when that whole shit happened. They was close in age. He said, "What he say? You 40 years old in the Tybo class?"
I did. You
Like
what,
this,
you know
like
who.
the Nas Jay-Z beef wasn't.
And
when
he
it was,
said 36.
like, you know,
You 36 in the karate class. You
Tybo,
Tybo.
yeah, they was grown ass man. It's all right, man.
Damn, them both that shit crazy to think about getting in a rap beef like older than me. Like getting in a rap beef. With
Yeah, that
niggas.
is crazy. Just being 40 and beefing with
Like,
niggas is actually
going in the
still
field,
crazy.
writing
Period.
shit down.
Yeah.
I don't like you, nigga. Fuck KC.
Motherfucker got a diary.
Rhea said we knew the battle would get rough, so why didn't Cole know?
Right. Listen, again,
Dang.
Cole. You know, shout out Cole. I rock with Cole. That's the homie.
This is where he messed up.
But he you know,
This is where
he
I would say
can't
Cole
play
messed
both.
up
He
right
can't
here.
play both sides of it. Where he want to be Mr. Kumbaya and then Mr. like I'm the best and I'll prove it. Like you can't wear both of those.
Yeah,
hats.
but I could be kumbaya
especially when niggas call you on the card.
But I can play kumbaya if it's just a sport. But if we going beyond the sport,
It never went beyond the sport.
No, it went beyond the sport.
No. When he was in it, it never went beyond. It only
I
went
understand what
beyond
you're
the
saying.
sport.
They ain't
When-
Drake.
It only went beyond it when Drake started naming it. Like when he said your kids ain't yours, then he dropped all the crazy shit. Before then, Kendrick didn't have a diss record that went beyond sport.
1430 said, I don't blame Cole for dropping out. I'm just mad he tried to flip what really happened in Port Antonio. I would say that's where he messed up at. Like you tried to flip what happened. Like the dropout was one thing.
Well, what was the flip? What happened? What you mean?
It was because he was trying to sit there. I would have lost.
Man, I don't feel like that was a flip.
You'd have lost that big too, homie.
I lost the battle. I'd have lost.
I'll give y'all that. I'll give y'all that.
I left
I'll give
with
y'all
all
that.
my niggas' blood on me. Them niggas
Hey,
bled
Kendrick, you lucky.
Fuck that, man.
Look at they holding me back.
Hey, hold me back.
They hold me back. Yeah, you lucky they hold me back, dog.
Damn, that did fuck him up though. Just as we go through it, like listen, yeah, that fucked him up. But I think that them niggas should still go listen. So you know what I mean? They're gonna get the reviews and the reaction videos gonna drop like a motherfucker,
Well,
and it's
niggas
gonna be
gonna
back
listen.
to business as usual.
I think that it like the reception is going to depend on his content.
I think he gonna come through though. I
Yeah.
solidly do.
I think it'll be nice, if he
Especially with
does.
the amount of time. And then I think that honestly, I think that he was planning on dropping the like you was talking about that timeline that you had. I feel like that was the timeline that he had too.
And
Like the
Kendrick
might
fucked
delete
the world
later,
up.
and then Kendrick fucked the world up. Yep, that's what happened. And he had to, you know what I mean, set back, which he did the right thing.
That was
That's
the right
what
thing
Drake.
to do.
This is what Drake need to be doing: setting the fuck back, chill the fuck out.
They said Kendrick had niggas reminiscing on their careers. J. Cole dropped that whole little podcast series.
Oh yeah.
When talking about how he was doing Drake, he didn't drop the 100 gigs
Yeah,
of videos of how he used to do shit.
I still gotta
Kendrick
watch that though. I heard it was pretty good.
yeah. I heard he had a podcast too that you could have paid for. Hannah, you remember Hannah from the corner store in the hood that came on the show? Yeah, he
Who's about J. Cole?
yeah,
Yeah,
they
that's
had
what
a
I'm saying.
podcast.
He had a podcast that he was just talking about his whole career pretty much.
Yeah, he said
In
that shit was
each
hard.
project. It probably was.
And then that's when they was dropping all those old shit like the
Mhm.
Yeah, that's when we heard the record.
warm up and
What's the record with him and
With
Kendrick?
him and Kendrick, yeah.
Yeah.
Temptation.
I mean,
Yeah.
which that gives context to certain situations. You don't know how much they really know about each other because they was rocking with each other when everybody ain't know them. Like,
that
Kendrick
shit-
might have seen him do some real lame shit.
yeah,
one
you
time.
Bruh, they
or
probably
even,
it's just
even going
too
to each
much.
other's house. Like you go to somebody's house when they in the hood. Yeah, you had roaches back in the day. I used to.
Hey, it's different roasting a nigga that don't know you versus roasting a nigga that really know you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You don't really want to get into a roast with a nigga that really know you.
What don't slap
Nigga that really know you.
Your mama
don't
kept
slap
you
that
fuck
nigga
such
in
in
the
the
back of the
drawer.
head.
Hey, you fuck around and have to box. Like, you know what I mean? With a
Yeah.
nigga that actually know you, you fuck around and have to box.
Well, don't slap him in the back of the head.
Yo, I used to catch your
Like-
mama wearing
like-
dirty drawers. Like you don't know, bro.
Like Kendrick, not Kendrick. Cole smacked him in the back of his head real quick. And Kendrick turned around like this, and he's like, "I apologize. I can't sleep."
That shit, I
Oh,
can't
man.
sleep.
Oh, we got some comments here. Hey, buddy, it's big black people to be ignorant. You don't see white groups going against each other like this, but grown ass black men on properties and millionaires still act like they on the block.
I've been looking at Trump and them niggas go at each other.
Yeah, they do. They be
all the
we just don't highlight it. We should
like
start.
the rednecks. They hate
the
each other.
thing is
like,
that
it's a bunch of them niggas that hate each other.
The thing is, a lot of the time, like, and this is something that I try to mention from time to time, is that like we talk about like the white community, but we don't really be knowing what the fuck they be doing.
Oh, but
we own it, just like they really don't know what the fuck we be doing. You know what I mean? So like it's like we definitely don't know. You know what I mean? I was listening to this white girl talk about how fucked up white women are, and like it comes from the family dynamic, and I wouldn't know. You know what I mean? I don't know nothing be going on in y'all house.
TBIK, he said how Russia, Ukraine going at it now.
Yeah, I might say white folk hate each other.
Yeah,
them niggas got that continent. They don't do nothing but.
Well, it was 2 world wars over some white shit. it wasn't us fighting world wars. It was they was fighting over they shit.
Nigga, really, the Republicans and Democrats is white niggas beef.
Facts.
Have you ever seen that?
Like we 7% of that shit.
Did you watch the RNC?
All of us don't even vote, huh?
You watch the RNC this year? They don't like each other.
Yeah. Hey, Trump fucking up. Like, yeah. Listen.
We're gonna end up having. We're gonna at some point. We're gonna end up having to go into have like a fucking about what's going on right now, because this shit is like fucking to find out / wait and see what the fuck happens.
Oh,
it's gonna be. We're gonna have to put those. We're gonna have to put that battery back in our back, because we was on that shit tough for a minute and we just needed a break. And we might have to put that battery back in.
Oh, I'm actually interested in this time period. What's going on now has been pretty interesting to me. It's just a matter of what's going to happen. But we'll get there. We'll get there. Dave said the best rapper isn't about winning beefs. It's about who's the best rapper. Kendrick is elite with his rapping, beef or no beef. Cole is elite, beef or no beef. Drake shit with Pusha T and Meek beef. Yeah, he was good then, but now he got to go back to waving his hands, making them dance.
Yeah, he did. Hey, it was crazy how he fried Meek ass though. He fried Meek.
He did.
He fried Meek.
And it wasn't even expected. Everybody thought Meek was gonna win that. Everybody, I thought Meek was gonna
win. That was crazy.
Yeah, he had the underdog card.
Yeah. That's crazy.
But then he took 2 bad L's back to back now.
Yeah. I was like, Drake can talk, but
what's a good sports reference for that? Like somebody that won their first time unexpected, but then lost too badly after that.
Wilder. But bro, I was telling niggas that Wilder's was buzzed the whole time. Niggas, oh yeah, no,
I do remember you saying.
I was like, bro, look at this nigga, bro. He cannot box, bro.
That's what I was gonna tell you. Cole is not PG-13 right now. That man dropped 2 points this last game, bro.
Yeah, they said the podcast getting in the way, bro.
Yeah. You gotta take that up off my boy Cole.
The podcast fucking him up, bro.
He dropped more
podcast episodes
than
games he's played over the last year, or maybe it's points he scored.
Like, it had to be games. Points score would be wild. I got to take the Paul George. I don't know yet. How many points is Port Antonio?
That's at least 12, bro. 14. It ain't a 20 point.
No, that's damn sure. That's damn sure. At least that was.
If it's one thing,
18.
I'm
18 and 10.
Talk about Port Antonio. You can get real blood boiling.
You can't get my blood boiling, but I
talk about Mr. Morale.
No, I like the
album. Both of them too. Yeah,
I like the album. I thought Port Antonio was hard. The production on that shit was amazing. And
that's your 10 rebounds right there.
And but Mr. Morale, bro, the storytelling on Mr. Morale, bro.
Hey, S. Will said Brody had more than PG last time they played.
Damn,
that's embarrassing.
Damn, bro.
You seen that move Brownie hit Buddy with for the tray? That tray ball? Hey, Brownie got them turning up on their ass.
It was a step back.
Yeah, but it was Brownie. He was the 55th pick.
I don't know what that means. Like 55th picks usually have like long collegiate careers or are really good.
But he was the 55th pick, bro.
Like I don't know what that means. Though.
That means that you shouldn't have any expectations.
Like getting drafted into the NBA, like just being that is extremely.
No, I agree. But what I'm saying is that you shouldn't have expectations. And he's obviously, in my opinion, he's exceeded the expect, especially with the amount of shit talking that was going on early.
I don't know if he's exceeded. I think he's been privileged with like opportunity. Like, to me, anybody that gets drafted in the NBA, they would
My bad.
oh
no, go ahead. I wouldn't hear what you're saying.
But no, anybody that gets drafted in the NBA, like the first 2 rounds, you're good. You're just not guaranteed an opportunity. And so, like, with him, he's been guaranteed opportunities and like options, and then more opportunities. That's like to get like Imani Bates got drafted later than him. Nobody in the world would say Imani Bates just because he got drafted 2nd round couldn't play. It's just like scenario situations. It's mad niggas that go undrafted that are amazing. All Americans. That are all Americans. Like niggas win player of the year and don't get drafted.
Be over there in Russia playing somewhere.
Right.
6
like
months later.
55th pick doesn't mean anything outside of your money isn't guaranteed, and you got to work your way up. But like all them niggas can, like, you drop them inside any D1 college, not just talking about like high school or like YMCA, any D1 college, and these niggas are ultra elite.
Not Barney though. He was back up.
Well, not Barney. Yeah.
But that's what I was gonna say. Real like he is getting a shot and he's doing, but he's like the product of black nepotism. Yeah. Like if his dad wasn't
all right, hold on, look, y'all don't have to lecture me on it. I have no motherfucking no real will, because I don't really, you know what I mean? I was really kind of making a joke. I don't follow basketball at all.
I was like, they gonna tune in and not even know we was talking about rap right at the time.
Yeah, this is not a fight for me. No fight for me. You definitely you got it. I don't give a fuck.
Riz said, I ain't gonna lie, the way J. Cole was smoking that feature run for years and TD was dropping the ball. And Kendrick was missing in action. I couldn't even talk my shit to Quint confidently for real.
Yeah, that it was a good little time.
Murdering shit.
But yeah, like I try and be as unbiased as I can, and yeah, like J. Cole, he has the uphill battle in my opinion. But it'll be interesting to see kind of how he makes it. He's been very good at strategic movements outside of that one mishap. So it'll be interesting to see what happens.
I think people talking a whole bunch of trash now, and then Cole gonna come out, and everybody gonna be like, "Oh, Cole!" Like the same way it always.
I think if it's fire, they will. But Cole has also dropped since then.
I don't think he about to do no jump, bro.
But I do understand and acknowledge like the idea of the uphill battle. I do understand, because a lot of people took that the way that you're saying that the way that you feel, and it was evident. So I do understand that, but I think that I still agree with Tone that like when it drops, everybody's gonna go and listen. We're gonna get all of the reactions. It's gonna be some crazy bars in there because we already know that's what he does. And you know what I mean? It's gonna go away. This shit's just gonna go away.
The way I see it, people don't be as outraged about stuff as they be saying.
They really don't, bro.
People just be like wanting to talk about. It's not really that much of an outrage as they be putting on. Like if the album good, they gonna rock that jump. If it's trash, which I don't see him putting out no trash. If he puts out like, I just don't see Cole putting out no trash, bro. Yeah, so
yeah, and
y'all niggas been in Target.
You boys. Oh, I gotta.
I don't. Not necessarily. Oh. I think we do like Target pickups more.
Oh no, but you still see. That's what I'm talking about. That's what you was just talking about. Niggas be all hot and loud about some shit, and then niggas don't be really feeling no type way.
I think I got a.
I never said that Target. I never said that I was protesting Target.
Yeah.
Hey, no, you know the thing was, I just did it just because, like, I don't mind anything that like black folks say we gonna do it. Like, I'm not a big DEI guy, but if y'all want to make a move on anything, I cannot go to fucking Target. That shit is not like a.
Oh, I ain't
not pressing me. I went to Walmart for the first time, bro. Me and old head went to Walmart.
Guy, bro. I fuck with Target.
Bro, I like Target too, but I don't mind not going. I can do without fucking. I can do without a lot of shit that I do. But I went to Walmart, bro, and it showed the clear separation. And I get, bro, if you go to Walmart, there are so many more big people in Walmart compared to Target.
You say fat people like Walmart,
bro. They go, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
Why did I see somebody shoot a whole video talking about that exact same thing?
It's a fact, bro. I've been going to Target for like the last few years, and I went in Walmart for the first time in years, and it was like so evident. It was so evident. It's like, damn, these backs in this motherfucker is.
You think that could be socioeconomic at all?
It could be, but then do you think that? Well, then that's crazy. So you think that poor people eat
less
more
healthy. No,
or
they-
eat
eat less
worse
healthy.
foods.
They eat worse,
which means that it's
And,
it probably is
but
socioeconomic.
there's a chart I seen one time about like the quality and like the tastiness, deliciousness of your food, the healthiness, and then like the quickness. And like you have to sacrifice like 9 times out of 10, and the cost. So you can have healthy, quick food. It's gonna be really expensive. You could have cheap, healthy food. It's gonna take a long time to make. And so I think when you look at the ways food is set up and how much it costs to eat time and money to get healthy food, it's just
Cheap,
not an option.
good, fast food is bad for you.
It's
It
gonna
ain't
kill
no
you.
good. I was about to say
That's at the worst spot of that little pyramid.
It's gonna kill you. But
Yeah.
like,
Bro, at this point,
but I'm saying, but when you're poor, you don't have time to sit down and cook a lot of time because you're working extra.
And you're usually
on
not
public
educated enough.
transportation.
I don't know why people still shopping at Walmart for food anyway with all them recalls.
All the
they done
recalls,
put on
yeah.
food over the past couple of years.
Oh yeah,
Like
the broccoli was about to kill motherfuckers.
Kill motherfuckers.
Yeah, the broccoli. Yeah.
ground beef at one point.
Oh, yeah, the ground
it's been
beef.
crazy, bro.
Dunkin' Donuts just had some shit. Where like the company that make their donuts was had some, like it was the same shit. Like it started with an L, but it'll kill you apparently.
Damn.
Yeah, Lysaria or something like that.
Oh yeah, listeria.
Listeria, that's it. Yeah, that should have killed you.
I know them backs was big in that motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
Tell you that for
I
sure.
enjoy a good little Walmart walk around. You get to see regular people.
Hey, and then I went. Hey, it was the first time. It was the
Target
first.
walk around 10
Target
times.
walk
10
around
times
is
better.
still way
Bro,
better.
I'm in the Walmart for the first time. Nigga about to scrap. They was in there about to fight and everything, bro. I was there like I haven't seen this shit in the longest time.
Walmart versus Target.
Yeah, and again, like I'm not saying that one is better.
No, one is better.
One is better for sure.
Listen,
especially if you were single.
I wasn't making a comparison. Maybe that's an easier way for me to make the statement. But I don't mind going into Walmart. I go to this Walmart up here all the time. Just
that shit's super close.
I go to Walmart.
If Walmart was that close to my house, I would go to fucking Walmart.
But Target's like one more light up.
It is.
I don't know what the Target is around
behind
here.
on Taco Bell.
Yeah, if you know,
like,
if you know what Chipotle at, it's literally right there.
Oh damn, I didn't know that.
You right there. You could,
you literally you can walk across the street.
You wouldn't go to the Walmart. It's that close because you just.
Oh yeah, I mean yeah. Fuck
they both right there. But no,
I go to Walmart. I go to Walmart for certain. I go to Walmart for my candles because I can get my candles $4. I get candles, bro.
Bro, that Walmart
$4
pissed me off there. I was looking for noodles. It was late one night. I couldn't. I didn't. It just. Didn't
I don't be buying noodles.
It didn't make sense where they were though. I was just walking around.
It was when we went to go get the water, and it didn't make sense where the fuck they had the water at.
Yeah, I was like so confused in that motherfucker. Bro.
Ain't the water on like the clean? Where is it?
I don't remember.
It's near
bro.
the cleaning app.
Like it's not where the food is.
Hey, I went in that when we got caught stealing that, bro.
Was that it?
I went. I went to that one. It was
hold on. We didn't get caught stealing shit. He gonna try to add me into it. Talking about we. I was there, but I didn't get caught.
You just put your stuff back. But
you got caught stealing.
But you the reason we got caught.
Just make sure everybody understands.
They seen real.
Last year they got caught.
That wasn't no last year.
Oh, Wilkerson.
Hey, Mama Rouse hit that nigga with him and his brother with 1 2-piece. Well, 3-piece. It was.
So let me ask y'all this: why was y'all stealing shit last year?
That wasn't
They was in that bitch stealing eggs, bro. You see?
I got chickens, bro.
Hey, you know something crazy, bro? You go into the I shop at Food Line. I go into the Food Line, but you make sure you check it. I know everybody was already checking the eggs, but niggas is out there taking the eggs out of the carton.
Oh
bro.
yeah.
Oh,
niggas is pocketing eggs, bro.
That's a crazy because you gotta like really watch how you
Right. Niggas is pocketing eggs, bro.
Imagine you steal some eggs, you trip.
Man. Say Target, I don't believe sell plus size clothing, and their clothing is higher. Big Macs go to Walmart because they can get food and a pair of drawers. That jacket, what is it? My share say yeah, they do. They do sell plus size clothing.
No, I do like Target's like their interior design area, and even like like a lot of their furniture, like the accent pieces that they have there. Like I
just went and got
walking
a
around.
lampshade. The lampshade, they got a nice selection of lampshades.
Yeah,
so I went in and grabbed
I got in an argument like 2 days ago with my homegirl about Target. She said it was targeted like towards gays.
They are big supporters of LGBT, from what I know.
Like,
but I don't know
But
what
I don't
what
think
that
it's
would
targeted
specifically
towards.
mean.
yeah, like, but I don't think it is at all. 'Cause I've never, not once, like went in there and was like,
But what does she mean by targeted towards gay?
Like you go and target it, all of a sudden just hey.
well, she said like we was talking about the interior design being nice and like shit like that. She said that's like,
Well, I guess if you believe that
LGBT.
gay people have a monopoly, on that, then sure.
I didn't. I'm just
Hey,
saying,
Is cleanliness gay?
Hey,
Like-
if you
Hey.
watch HGTV enough, you would believe what Johnny's saying right now.
I don't watch HGTV.
But
I know what you're talking about.
You understand what I'm
They
saying?
meticulous. But I'm
They
like,
definitely make
you
sure
talk about-
they
oh.
over-represent them motherfuckers on HGTV.
No, okay, yeah.
I ain't. Well, maybe
would
that's
you
why I
let a
don't
gay
watch
dude decorate your house?
Man, let's go on to the next.
Yeah,
I would. That's all I hear.
Yes, yeah.
Let's move forward.
But
Real? You gonna answer the
gay
question?
can't rub off on me by the
Like somebody with
by the
design.
chairs.
Because he came inside the house.
So
I didn't say no. I just said next.
Motherfucker inside.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Ask the question and answer the motherfucker and laugh about the answer that you provided to the question. The fuck?
Oh man.
Well, go ahead, man. Where we going?
Oh, that's up. Who is that up to?
Yeah. If
guess
everybody's
it's
answered they what they should do, I think that it's
man.
time to hit the paper rock scissors.
Yeah, I'm good.
Get your ass up out of here.
God damn.
Get your. I'm back, baby.
Damn.
I'm back. I'll go first.
Okay.
Q, I'll let you go
Appreciate
second. And Rail, you know where you
I
both
already
be.
know it, bro. I already know,
it.
bro.
What up, fat boy?
Oh man. So hey, go to my let's go to the messages. My shit ain't saved right in order for some reason.
Okay.
So yeah, scroll up. I want to start. You see some African kids.
Oh shit.
Is it them fun? Yeah, they be joking.
What tray at?
Right here.
Yeah. I think I was gonna do this one last week, but it's just a good message about just patience, perseverance, and
Why you couldn't do it last week?
Because I had a little incident.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Yeah, past 2 weeks. Well, last week was the Super Bowl.
Biggest the
Biggest the Super Bowl. Well, no, I'm I'm not like them, or they not like us.
oh okay.
They not like us. So
Oh, real quick. S. Will said, I gotta ask a question. I'm from up north. We say rock, paper, scissors. Is that regional?
no, he just fucked up. He said paper, rock, scissors.
Who said that?
You.
Oh, I did. Oh, okay, yeah, I just fucked up. Yeah. that was me. I'm from up north. Well, I was born and all my people from up north.
I do got a joke about that. I'll save that for after the show because it's
Okay, it has to do with lesbians.
that's their favorite game.
Ignorant, bro.
I'm still, I ain't been here in 2 weeks.
All right, these the kids just talking about Johnny.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, I've seen this. I've seen a lot of people doing this exact thing. Actually.
Yeah, no, I think it's that's a great visualization of like the instant, delayed gratification. It's you're doing the tough shit first. It's gonna get you the results you want to get quicker, even though you can do the easy shit. Like it was easy for old buddy. Like when he started, oh, this one here, this one here.
It looked like he had a lead for a little second.
Yeah,
I mean,
almost to the end, it looked like
it looked like he was winning. Like when I
Uh-huh.
first watched it, I remember like just staring at this shit, like oh shit, what's going on? I was like just staring at it, but like that's the same principle, the tortoise and the hare. That's one of those stories we learned like growing up as kids about slow and steady pace. is going to get you there a lot quicker than just, that fast and burn out and crash out type. I think that was just a great, visual representation of that.
Well, he did the hard work first and saved the easier work for later. That's actually a good thing.
And that's something like that's how my pops taught me. Like when you're working on something, do the hard side first.
Right.
You know what I mean? If you're doing something on your car, you do the hard side first and then do the easy side. You know what I mean?
Because you're tired, it's easy to because you're gonna get tired.
You fuck around and quit if you do the hard side last.
Should have take 2 days.
Hell yeah.
And then I don't know.
It's supposed to snow.
Hey, go to the one above that. This should shout out to the YN R&B. Y'all heard this joint?
Hold on, can we play it?
I be keeping my cool, never knowing I'm gonna have
you can cut it.
All right, cut it.
Everything.
Because it's not an original song.
Yeah, I don't think it would have nothing wrong with it.
I've never heard it. But I'm cool on them taking the joint down.
Okay, well, we'll skip that one. You just go to the one under the Africans, but that song is tough though. I've been playing that shit all week.
I've been playing me.
Those I thought this was.
I didn't mean to put that one in there. That's hilarious.
She said pads with wings. With wings. These are wings. These are pads.
Ask her what kind of wings she wants.
They're buffalo.
Do you think those are the ones you want?
I'm sure. And I was
You're
like,
sure?
should I get ranch?
Ranch.
Bro, knew he was right.
He is, bro.
They're buffalo.
He is right, bro.
And then you can go down to the one below it.
Right here.
Yeah, and that's where where this conversation started from about the Target. But
excuse me, sir. Can you help me find a shirt?
Yeah, what's it for?
Valentine's Day, actually.
Okay. Valentine's Day shirt. I think I have the perfect shirt for you. Oh, nice. I think this is perfect for you.
Oh.
What?
Yeah, I'm actually not gay, though.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Well, I'm just going to leave this right here. If you want to come back and get it, no judgment.
All right. Thanks, dude.
Yeah.
This is what you was arguing about with that lady?
Excuse me, sir. Can you help me find a shirt?
Yeah. I like Target. I had a Target shirt on at the time.
Was it that one?
It was not that one. It was not that one. I set myself up for that.
Yeah.
I walk right into
Hey,
that.
no, if I find that shirt in Target, I'm gonna get that motherfucker, gift that motherfucker to somebody.
Bro, you gonna go through the
You
lane with
gonna
that?
buy a shirt that says I'm doing gay stuff?
Just for somebody else.
You going through the self checkout with that?
That's
You go to self checkout. Self checkout.
Imagine that lady folding that shirt and looking at you.
Yeah, you just give somebody that bitch for Christmas or something.
Oh, that's fucking. If you, that'll be hilarious.
That's a funny ass gift.
That'll be hilarious.
Get old head one of them motherfuckers.
And then you can do the last one.
Johnny running down 10.
Oh, right here.
That's a 3. Yeah, that's it. And you have to go over. But you just read that part.
Engineer Ian Davis built his own mechanical prosthetic when his medical insurance did not cover him. It functions without batteries or electricity. That's smart.
Ooh, look at this shit.
So here's another update on my hand project. It's been a couple weeks. So
Wow.
last week I was able to move my hand open and close. Now I'm able to splay the fingers. That's all done off of a gimbal off of the wrist.
Oh, wow.
Just lateral motion. And then forward and reverse motion is how I open and close it. In the next couple weeks, I'll be installing the electronics of it to engage and disengage these clutch bearings, and that'll allow me to individually lock and unlock fingers. So I'll be able to grasp things and then be able to move my wrist afterwards. And that's going to be done through 4 myoamplifiers mounted on the forearm, and then an Arduino and a display right here with the batteries on the forearm also.
No, but go back to the. Didn't he say without lick? What was
No,
what
let me know what you think.
Well, no, it's based off of
So here's another.
But he said he wasn't you. Hold on.
Yeah, not real. I'm
Or
explaining
the
to you.
function without batteries or electricity.
Well,
Did on
because
my
you can
hand
move
project.
it without batteries and stuff,
Yeah,
but
he was talking about like
to lock it in place, because like you have to move your wrist to make it, I guess. Whatever.
Right.
And then so if you grab something, it has to lock in place so you can then move your wrist again.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he was talking about. Like
Okay.
Like the batteries, like once he move his wrist and it closed.
Yeah. But I was
lock.
I understand it. But I was talking about what it says right there. He said he's doing it without batteries or
Well,
electricity.
yes, it didn't have batteries then. I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, he explained it in there. He said that most of it's based off of like movement. So like
with the wrist.
If he goes down here,
Yeah, that was currently.
That's what the
right. But then he had just said that
like,
he's gonna add electric motors to it.
Yeah, he's
all right. So you're asking about what this says, right?
Right.
He explained that on there, where he was saying that it's based off pretty much gravity and what his wrist is doing in motion wise and things like that. I think like you're jumping ahead of what this question asked to answer what Jeremy was trying to get clarified with this.
Okay, maybe I went too far, but yeah, eventually it will be mechanized and all of that. But right there, it wasn't.
Nah, the fact he did that at home is pretty dope.
No, that's super dope.
And but see, what I was gonna say, the whole point of this was, bro didn't get covered. Like that's why Luigi shot that boy. Is because like he had to do this because the insurance wouldn't cover. And like, but think about the technology that we have out there available to just the smart guy. But we can't go to these billion-dollar corporations.
Yeah, they didn't cover him because he had a palm still. Apparently.
Oh damn!
Crazy.
That's what's in there.
He would have to lose his palm as well in order to be eligible for a prosthetic.
That's crazy.
But but there's technology out there. Like insurance is supposed to help people, like not look for ways not to help people. Like the man got his
and
fingers,
that's exactly what they're doing.
The man got his fingers cut off, and you're like, fuck it. We just not gonna spend that money there and overtake it. But
and if you cut your palm off,
we got you.
We'll fuck around and do something for you.
We got you. Like, but yeah, it's just I don't know. To me, like I just had to deal with a whole bunch of insurance shit, and it's a fucked up world how they do it. Like even my mom, they tried to hit her with a crazy bill on some shit, and we got to get that fixed. To me, that's one of the worst problems in our country right now.
You know something that I thought about, and this is came off of what you said. I don't want to talk. We don't necessarily got to talk about it long, but it seems as though because when you talk about the insurance and all that, like the military, you can go for anything and they'll fucking help you. Like as long as you have the, you know what I mean? If you in the military or you actually like have like, if you come out with disability, like you can go to the VA about something and they're gonna fucking help you. I don't know about cutting your hand off or no shit.
But like I heard the VA got its own issues as far as.
Well, I mean, it's
like wait times.
Yeah, wait times is really the issue. That is the issue.
So
that's the issue is that it takes so long to get a fucking appointment. Like if I go and try to set up an appointment for my primary, that shit might be fucking November.
Might be dead
some
by
shit.
The time that shit.
Yeah, but they also have the emergency room that you can go same day and go. You know what I mean? And they'll make sure you're all right.
VA?
Yeah,
okay.
There's a VA emergency room too. But like, and you notice like in the black community, I can't speak about any other community. That's why I said in the black community, it seems as though that the option of the military is like gone. Like it seemed like the generation before ours, almost all of them at least tried or was gonna go. Then in our generation, you see a few. But then it seems like for our children, it's like we're turning away from that as an option. Why do you think that is?
Well, we've had wars. Like when our parents, like in between like Vietnam and Desert Storm, that's probably like 30 years without war. Like in our lifetime, how many? It's been 3-4 wars just since we've been alive. So I think that has the possibility of actually going into warfare. Actually, I think it because even when I was thinking about it in college, we had just got out of I think we were still in Afghanistan.
Afghanistan, yeah.
And it was like, well, that's a possibility. You could just go to school and it could be over here. So I think the fact that there's active wars going on does deter a lot of people.
I think I would say that is a possibility. Although I don't think that most people probably would have thought that, you know what I mean? I think that socially it's just not as it seems like it's almost. I've had somebody even like say like on some black folk shit, like look that I meet joining the military was like something that I should be looked down upon for. Like I think that we socially kind of like
like that's something that from the 70s, like
Right,
60s all the way up has been a thing.
So what would you say before Johnny gave his answer? What would you say the reason is that we're not seeing it, or it's like the kids ain't even thinking of that as an option?
I think that I guess there's easier ways to make money than in the past, and in the past that was a way that could solidify a career for you and be a way out of especially poverty-ridden, low socioeconomic situations. I think that
people believe that they can make consistent money in an easier fashion. Because you talking about free healthcare and all that shit.
I add
it's a lot of money that you
having known you and knowing a couple people that have been in the military and out of military and seeing the benefits in real life. As an 18-year-old, the GI bit, the value doesn't necessarily register to you when you're younger.
I can see that.
Like that GI Bill stuff and coming home, and I got a nephew that's getting to it. He discharged from the Navy with disability, getting caked up.
Yeah,
and going back to school, getting even more cake. And like that's like the 4th, 5th person that I'm seeing like actually take advantage of those benefits. And when I was signing up for them and them explaining those same benefits to me, I didn't see much value in that.
What they be doing?
And I think it's a lack of education.
God damn,
huh? The same shit. What? The same shit basketball do?
I don't know. Like I hear knees a lot when it comes down to like disabilities. With which
you do a lot of fucking running. You do a lot of fucking running.
Oh, I know what you said.
But I think a lot of it is the information too. It's like they don't really know. To me, it has to be a lack of information. Like you saying, you've seen enough people to where it's like, damn, I can see where the benefits would be. And maybe that's what it is because we are seeing less.
Would you push like your youngins to go to the military?
I say your decision on going into the military should be solely based on your ASVAB score. Because certain jobs you ain't got to worry about the war. Those are specific MOS jobs.
So yes,
it depends. Yeah, if it depending on how high they can score on the ASVAB, absolutely. You can go to college for free. I ain't got to take out no loans. You ain't got to take out no loans. You get the free healthcare. If you do decide to retire, which Calvin is probably going to retire sometime soon. He's gonna do the 20. You talking about a check? You go just imagine going at 20. You retired at 40. What are you talking about? This shit is completely different. The VA home loans, you're gonna get a better rate on a home loan.
You started 18, you done it 38.
Exactly. Like it's probably the best fucking thing that you could probably do, or at least reserves. Some type of where you ain't actually full active duty. Like we're just missing out on this benefit. And I'm like, bro, that shit is crazy to see that like nobody really. I know a dude that drive a concrete truck out here at North. He drive a concrete truck. He's in the reserves. And works full time at the Jones.
Caked
up. This nigga's like 20 years old.
Oh, and he young too.
Youngest. I'm like, bro, he's ahead of the game. Somebody is putting him on game.
So he's caked up because of what dealing with the military?
Because I mean, he's not. Yeah, he's reserved. So he's like that's like part-time military.
I understand that.
So you get the check from doing that, and then first you're gonna make good money doing concrete.
Oh,
at that concrete, but you're gonna make good money doing that anyway.
Oh, good.
And then at 20 years old, you talking about this them jobs, them niggas is 50.
Yeah, my homie Data was like that in the reserves, and he was making good money because he was working and then career afterwards.
And you get the employment benefit. So like there's an incentive to hire you, so you're gonna get a different type of job than you would just right off the strength. So it's like, bro, it's so many more benefits. And when you was talking about the insurance, it kind of led me to think about that. I was like, damn, man, all these little kids fucking trying to do all this fucking social media shit. That sounds good. You can do that shit still. You could be a rapper in the military. All of this shit they be trying to do, like, bro, you go. All right, but anyway, my bad. That was a sidebar.
You can't be a rapper that like be smoking weed in the military. Though.
I mean, you can't smoke weed, but
in your videos,
you still rap. But my bad, Johnny.
Cool.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest proponent per se, but I understand everything that you're saying.
I'm done. That's my.
That was so cute.
That was my turn. That's what I was talking about. I'm trying to read.
I tell you this, I told Q and all my nephews, military, college, or trade, but do not get a regular job. That is just the truth. And then Marshall said, Magic, you do not tell them.
To be fair,
that laptop fact check is crazy.
Well, to be fair, we also used to like stay at Unk's house for like weekends, so like she wouldn't have like bearings to know what he had told her.
It was hilarious though. He came back and said, "Yes, I did. You don't know all the conversations we had."
Yeah, like those are different things.
It's still funny.
It's hilarious.
It's funny though.
Hilarious. No, you did not.
Hey, what Unc say right up there? The military.
The military is one of the top reasons that will keep people from being broke, but a lot of black people don't understand that. They listen to fools instead of doing their own research.
A lot of people, not even that they listen.
And then what was the word above that too?
My uncle was a soldier in the 80s. He spoke down on it to me and my cousins based on being passed up for non-white people.
I ain't gonna lie. When I was in AIT, it was this staff sergeant. He was Hispanic, and he was telling us like, be realistic about where you see your career going. He was pretty much telling us like the officers are white, tall white guys, and if you don't fit the archetype, then there's no reason. You know what I mean? That's what he was telling us. And I ain't really see that many black male soldiers, but I mean officers. But I did see some. But yeah, I'm just going to what you were saying. I didn't feel that way. I ain't feel like race. But I mean, you talking about a long time ago, but I didn't feel like a race thing that was in there. That was actually the most time I spent around white people. Them white boys be playing all kind of games, wanting to punch each other in the nuts and shit. One of the dudes had a ball explode from them punching each other in the nuts.
How hard were they punching each other in the nuts, bro?
As long as you know I'm not playing the fucking game. At the end of the day, no, I'm not.
That's not a
playing.
game, bro. That's assault.
No, it is.
That's fucking.
But you know,
bust the ball, bro. That's
bro had a ruptured ball. They put us on lockdown because like you get to leave on the weekends, but they put us on lockdown for like a month.
Bro couldn't even go get no cheeks.
Couldn't do shit. Couldn't do shit. But yeah, my bad. Go ahead. Military stories.
Okay, who's next?
It's on cue.
On cue.
Oh yeah, he's about to go. All right. Go to the top. Scroll him all the way up. Hit refresh. This shit, it should have.
Yeah, this stuff.
My shit wasn't refreshing. Okay, it was.
Oh, there we go. Go to that. Go to the most recent one. This is the live view of Tone on the road.
Nah, I don't do that.
Hold on, let me see it again. I didn't even see it. That was a great one. God damn.
Yeah, I don't pull no junk like that. My accident wasn't my fault.
I don't know what happened,
bro. Bro had to get there.
Folding shit.
Nah, dude, dog, gonna cut the red light in front of me.
What about the one before that?
That was I say when it's my fault.
What about the one before that,
bro? When it's my fault.
I bullshit. I bullshit.
I ain't did no crazy.
Hey, so I'm gonna leave you alone, but
nah, I backed into your car. Hey, that was talking when you be backing up though, bro. That wasn't dog okay drive.
Hey,
that's talking when you backing up. You know you're supposed to be quiet when you backing up.
Yeah, fold some shit up.
Oh Lord.
Oh man, that was assholey, bro.
Okay. I didn't even realize I put the Deontay Hitchcock zone in there. We can't go to that because he's rapping good though.
Hey, shout out to him too. He's one of those ones that should be getting way more attention.
Nah,
let's look at this lose situation. This is the Turtle Man from the Balloon Pop, and he's on one of them shows. And this is what happened.
Is this it?
Yeah.
Hey man, you better watch how you talking to me, man. For real.
Did you care about that when you were trying to kiss me?
Oh shit! Oh, just told me about that.
What the fuck you want to do? Keep it in 100, bro. What you want to do? Come on.
Hey, Queen.
Hey man, you better watch how you talking to me, man. For real.
Did you care about that when you were trying to kiss me? Aaron.
Oh, he starts serving too.
Pink.
He starts serving.
Who was serving?
Look like bro was.
Which one?
Bro?
Them.
No, the short dude.
Oh, them look like.
Oh no, he ended up getting folded on.
I seen him be the one to fall on the
Did
chair.
you see the pie?
They was going at it.
Oh, I gotta, you know, I can't see that. I can't see that good.
Hey, man, you better watch how you talking to me, man. For real.
Did you care about that when you were trying to kiss me? Aaron.
Oh yeah, nah.
Oh no, bro did.
Look like bro.
Watch this.
Bro was trying to throw
Hey, man,
dumb.
you better watch how you talking to me, man.
Okay, yeah, but
For
go
real.
ahead.
Did you
What was
care
the
about that when you were trying to kiss me? Aaron.
he was trying to kill that motherfucker.
Man, just imagine it.
But
Never mind. I can't make that
That's
statement.
crazy.
But
Old head just
what I
talking
would
about
say is in a lose-lose situation like that, how would you react?
it's a lose-lose
Well,
situation.
first of all, I know he said the man tried to kiss him. Like that, like I would.
He
never,
might have.
that,
If he didn't lie.
so that part wouldn't even happen.
Yeah,
We
like
wouldn't even have got here.
Yeah, we wouldn't even. Like, he started
wouldn't
fighting
be
me and
here.
accused him of kissing the dude. Like that's like first of all, don't kiss. You gonna be shamed. Don't be trying to kiss him.
What a dude lying to?
Ain't nobody lying like that on me.
Hey, peace, better medical podcast. We being ignorant right now. Don't mind.
Yeah, that's. I ain't answering that question, bro, just because it's not necessary. But I think that we and old head did have this conversation. It's like
It's only two genders.
I couldn't see what bro looked like. The you know what I'm talking about, the other one.
Okay.
I couldn't see what it looked like, or if he looked like a girl or not. Okay. I couldn't tell. But what I'm saying is that don't play games like that with men. Like you need to go ahead and make sure that you're upfront with the any kind of, you know what I mean? Because you'll fuck around and be risking it all. You understand what I'm saying?
No, I guess I get it. I'm trying to think of like their scenario and what they was in, and if what they said was correct, if they just all got into like a house, and then he like walked up on.
Oh, it's one of those joints where they live in the house together.
That's what I think this type of thing is.
Oh,
where like
that's crazy.
on first like meeting,
yeah,
he trying to like get off and like he a nigga. He seemed like he a nigga that's probably thirsty. You know what I mean? How would they
water, big dog?
Yeah. How would they properly draw the line if the person is just like being thirsty off the rip? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you just bro, I don't know. Just
like do you expect every person that is trans to be like every time they walk in a new room be like, hey, so everybody know?
I get what you're saying.
I got a dick. Or is it like
I get what you're saying?
You know what I mean? Like,
I mean,
we just be like regular people.
I mean, but like, come on,
also
like,
creating that.
bro. Like,
you know when you about to get into something, you need to let the person know before it gets.
Oh no, but what I'm saying is
it.
like something like there, like if a person just being aggressive and like on these shows.
But you adding that on, bro. Though, you are adding that on, bro.
All right, so
just based on the conversation,
and then bro was calling the queen and stuff, man.
Oh well, he's trolling after that.
That's like,
no, he's trolling after that. But if he attempted to kiss
and didn't
I'm like, bro, like why would you be trying to kiss that person? But above that, like it's that person, like if they're all because this is what usually happens in these shows. They all get into the house, they drop their luggage off somewhere, and then they go downstairs and drink together and shit like that. And then everybody's just flirting and talking to each other. Bro, and so then it's like, do you want them to make that announcement then? Or like, do you just expect that person not to be thirsty?
I got a question.
30 minutes.
Did he know there was a possibility that one of them was going to be in the house?
That's the thing. I think that the producer's supposed to let motherfuckers know.
Because if I know there's a chance,
this is the thing, bro.
If it's like 50-50.
So like,
hold on. The other thing I would say though is you shouldn't walk in the house with people the first day and be trying to kiss nobody.
That's also a simple,
this is the thing, bro. Like,
I'd agree, but see the thing
but
is
just
that
if you're in a house for
dynamic.
that, but you think it's all women, and you think you're there for that, I don't blame a guy for going after it. If you think
if you looked at this, it was like,
hey man, you talking to me, man.
Well, that's not a okay.
If he looked at that, it was like.
But that's what I'm saying. Like that's not like something that you're trying to kiss the first like 30 minutes,
bro. Like,
I can't see it, bro. Damn.
And then,
so he looks like a dude.
It's better chances to take.
And then,
so obviously it's a dude, and bro was now if it was lying,
and bro didn't
Oh,
try
yeah,
to
those are different.
That's fight
way
words, bro. Like
yeah.
what?
No, that's fight words.
That's
Oh,
fight
TV?
words.
Oh, TV? That's
Yeah,
fight
I
words.
got to stand up. Now you just put me in a
You put me
position.
in
And
a
you know
yeah.
you did.
Yep, you did.
If it's a lie, it's okay.
Yeah. Let's see if we can get a couple interesting ones out. Go to the one right there in the middle with the white women.
In honor of this ridiculous trade being
women.
made, I'm calling for a worldwide roster trade from everybody. Here's the trade I just made and finalized. Let me show you how I came up with this. Here's the first person I added, Emma. I said, you're added to my roster, gear up. She said, I better be at the top. Small forward, 81 overall. Let's check out her profile real quick. 20 years old, 5'7". She's a ginger. Yeah, I mean, this isn't terrible. This isn't bad. Here's my second new addition. I said, I'm adding you to my roster, power forward, 83 overall, Jordan on the Wizards role. I don't play well on a roster. I'm more of a quarterback. I call the shots. I don't know why she's clip farming, but I said, that's fine. Just don't bump heads with your teammates. Let's check out Juco. She's 52, 5'10". That's why she's Jordan on the Wizards. But I like it. I really do like it. I had to pick somebody to let go, so I chose Savannah. Hey, you have just been traded for a 2-package deal. I'm sorry. We can still chop it up in the offseason. 91 overall, pure sharpshooter. She still hasn't responded, and it's been hours. She's probably not taking it too well. I feel super bad. 22 years old, hairstylist, 5'7", pure sharpshooter, blue eyes. Ah, man, this one hurts. This one hurts. Honestly, I'm not too mad at this. I feel like this isn't going to hurt my team. I pretty much traded a $10 bill for 2.5, so it kind of evens out. Now it's your turn to go make that trade, young black man. In honor of this ridiculous trade being made,
That nigga's hilarious, bro. But he has a bunch of more. Go to the next one. But imagine, like, I think what's hilarious about that one is like rating women like they're NBA 2K players. That's fucking hilarious.
Shooter, 91.
with the badges, shooter. With the badges. And shit. Yeah, that's hilarious. Could you go to the next one right beside that one?
Yeah.
And
how to talk to girls on a plane if you're down bad. So I was stuck on the plane next to a loser passport, bro, and I was bored. I also didn't have a charger for my Type-C, so I just said, you know what, I'm gonna turn the screen on, watch a movie or something. But then I seen this, start chat. I was like, what was this? On the Philippines Airlines, you can talk to other seats. There was a girl I was kind of eyeing the whole entire time. So this is my perfect chance. I text her, I was like, yo. She was like, hello. I was like, look to your back right. I'm right behind you. I think you're cute. She was like, I don't see you. I'm like, I'm looking right at you. I'm gonna stand up and stretch for a little bit so you can see me. Then she gave me her Instagram and I started talking to her on there. So we were texting for a little bit. I forgot my girl had posted me on her story and she tagged me and I reposted it. And she said, are you in an open relationship? I said, whatever I want it to be. For real, yeah. Is she okay with it? Yes. All right, how you sure about that? Yes. LOL, I don't want to get in trouble. You won't. You got a girl now. Isn't that type of serious relationship? Yep. Why so many questions? You know why. What's your number for what? You messaged me here. Then I landed. I said, where you at home? I have my period right now. It don't matter. I'll strap up. It'll be messy. I don't care about that. So yes, if you're down bad and you're stuck in a long flight, I don't know what airlines have this, but you can message girls on airplanes now. They can't hide girls no more. How to talk to girls on a plane if you're down bad. So I was stuck on the plane next to
80 had one talking about getting the girls in prison. And he be talking about pulling women in prison.
Oh, that's this dude.
Yeah, bro.
Okay.
I be watching, bro.
Okay, I've seen him. Yeah.
Good, crazy.
Bro said, I'll strap up. That's wild.
It'll be a little messy.
It'll be a little messy. Like, what?
I got a towel. I'll put that down.
Hell no.
You don't know that lady, bro.
Yeah.
And the fact she was that the first day, like, bro.
That's crazy.
Oh man, what's next?
All right. I guess if we got one more, do y'all want to go serious or something silly again?
I'd say silly.
Sound like you got that bug too, bro. Everybody's getting that bug.
I'm stuffy. Yeah.
That shit's going around tough. You see everybody been sick like that?
I've been off work for 2 weeks, but they say everybody at the job.
Everybody, bro.
Everybody at the job.
Everybody, like.
I got a stuffy nose.
That's that Bill Gates,
bro. I swear, my daughter, she was sick. She was sick, bro. This is the worst. I had actually I'm talking about praying type of shit. You know the type of sick that make you go into prayer. This was the first time she actually got sick, like fever and chills at the same time, type sick with, you know what I mean? Type that shit was. And then Dave had told me his son had a fever seizure. Damn. 2 weeks before that, Like this shit going around going crazy, bro. Yeah, this shit's going crazy.
Aunt said it's a terrible flu going on, and I ain't vaccinating myself for nothing else, and suggest y'all don't either.
Yeah, I ain't taking none of them Jones.
Yeah, I guess go to Cuz with the glasses. I feel like that's probably something funny
right here.
Yeah.
I'm not starting no TV show that already has mad fucking seasons and episodes and shit. I missed it. It's too late for me. You might check out a short film. You might check out a short season. You don't check out 70 hours of Game of Thrones. And don't get me wrong, the shit looks sick. I did a couple TV walk-bys where I had to pause and stand there for a little bit. I want to watch the show. It's fucking sick. When though? I remember when my friend put me on to Breaking Bad when it was all out. I ain't never heard of the show in my life. I'm like, all right, I'll check out an episode. I couldn't focus on shit else for 60 hours. From the point that I discovered that show, there was no serious productivity.
But that's how you guys
that was
really
5
like
seasons. Jay, man, you gotta check out Star Trek, man. It's the most innovative television. When? I missed Star Trek. It's about a brother with a bumpy forehead. That's all I know. I missed Stranger Things, 34 hours. I ain't catch it. Bro, I ain't see it. Lost? That's what the I am when niggas bring up the show to me. It's 91 hours. I'm not watching that. Yo, check out House of Cards. No, Grace and Frankie. Who the is that? I missed even movies, man. Come on. You think I don't got other shit to tend to? Every time somebody brings up Titanic, I let them know I ain't seen that shit yet. I ain't see that one. And they're shocked I ain't seen it. I'm shocked at the runtime. 3 hours and 15 minutes. I'm dying too. It's not just Jack. It's me. Pirates of the Caribbean, too late. Lord of the Rings, Lord of the every Marvel movie in the Marvel universe. I'm not even checking what that adds up to. I'm not watching that shit. I don't know what's going on. I don't know who's that. It's too late for me. And it's all good too. I seen great shows and movies and shit, but I can't catch them all. What you fucking Ash catch them or watching shit? I'm gonna miss something. Tell me about it. Oh, it sounds good. I'll watch a hyper clip, little best moments reel. I'm not starting no TV show that already has mad fucking seasons and episodes.
Yeah, I'm actually in the middle of a TV show that has mad.
No, that's facts. I ain't watching.
This is me for sure. Though.
I haven't seen Game of Thrones. Nope. Breaking Bad.
I've seen Breaking Bad.
Euphoria.
I ain't not watched the whole thing. I don't never watch
Euphoria was young enough. Euphoria didn't go deep enough yet.
I ain't watching.
Like if
it's another one.
If it's like 8 seasons, 8 episodes and less, and you got like 2 or 3 seasons, I can do that. But
if
what are you talking?
Let me ask you, I'll do it.
What is it? Are you saying that you're not going to watch it because they're too far in? Is that what you're saying?
No, it's too much watch time. So like he gave.
Okay, I understand what he was saying. I was wondering why you were saying.
Yeah. Like to me.
But why are you aiming to catch up though? Is that what you're saying? You're trying to catch up?
I didn't use the word catch up.
Nah, if you watching the whole show though, you're gonna watch it from like I like watching.
Yeah, you're gonna watch from beginning to end.
Oh, I already know. I understand. Like, I'm
literally
watching
watch the show for months on end.
Yeah, if it's not something that's like random, like Always Sunny or The Office, you can just get an episode.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
But like ones that have that has a running storyline.
And if it has a current season, you don't want to go back like when Breaking Bad is dropping, like they got a new season out, and then you got to go
and watch all of
them just to get
to where you are. Yeah,
Ozark might have been one of the last ones that I caught up on 2 seasons, but I can't do it no more.
Nigga, I don't went back. I'm watching Martin and fuck, what's my boy Bernie Mac show. At the same time, I'm going back and forth with Martin and the Bernie Mac show, and my wife and kids is in my rotation right there. So I got those 3 kind of rotating.
Before you run out of them,
I don't really care about the new shit, bro. Like
my wife and kids was always mid to me.
No, it was my wife and kids was good. It was pretty good. My wife and kids is pretty good, bro. That first season of Martin was good suspect-y, but then it started getting like the last episode. It was pretty good.
2 through 4 is good. 5's terrible.
Yeah, as you go into it, I don't know where I am now because I don't want to be on it like that. But
I think season 3 is that top for Martin.
Bernie Mac show is one of the them underrated ones, bro. Bernie Mac show is like really good, and I even like his marriage, the way his marriage worked, that marriage dynamic that he has in there is very like realistic. Where it's like on Martin, everything is more exaggerated. It's all exaggerated, but like on the Bernie Mac show, it's like less exaggerated, and things are like kind of very like normal, and you can actually have a lot of aha moments and shit in there. But yeah, I fuck with the Bernie Mac show tough.
Jamie Foxx is my shit. Like that.
Jamie Foxx is a super exaggerated too. But I mean, I get it. It was still a good show.
Welcome back, LTO. She said, "Oh, I found your show again. LOL. I subscribed this time. I was here like 2 weeks ago."
Oh, appreciate it.
Love. That's love.
Oh yeah, she was here. Y'all remember her from 2 weeks ago?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's on me. Oh, you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna spark the shit. Okay, go ahead. Give me Doshi, right?
Doshi. Y'all be telling me names. I don't know.
It's her right there. Yeah, right
she's
there.
Probably gonna have her cheeks out.
Oh, turn it off. Turn the music off so we ain't got to worry about the music part.
Oh, but she was grabbing her ass
Yeah.
right there.
It's
Yeah,
loud.
but we don't want
It's
to go to the.
Okay.
Bro, what the fuck did she have on? Fuck are we doing in today's time, bro? All right, cut it out, bro. Fuck are we doing, bro?
Oh, I wasn't even showing it.
Whatever she had on, it looked good.
It looks like fucking the streets.
Bro, she's a performer on stage.
It looks like she's a rapper, bro.
On stage.
What does that have to do with having your whole? You would did because you even what did she just have on? Was it panties?
Yeah, I think I think that's her whole gimmick though. I don't,
That's bullshit, bro. Just fucking rap. Like every time motherfucker want to rap, you want to show some ass. Just rap. If you're good at rapping, you don't have to do that.
I mean,
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'm never going.
I already know he enjoyed it. But I'm just talking about because you actually just like a lot of you like have that
surreal,
like a lot of the ignorant shit and like
so
the
you saw
shit.
her ass and got mad.
No, I just feel like it's unnecessary. Like y'all ain't tired of bitches shaking ass and shit by now, bro. I don't think
it just then.
But I wouldn't say she was. I'm just
like
saying,
rapping really good with the ass.
But why though?
Imagine
But
if you
why
turned-
though?
Imagine
Why?
tuning into
She
the
got bars
OnlyFans.
and ass.
Bro, the shit is unnecessary, bro.
Listen,
So I'll say she disappointed me when I saw her with no clothes on because I was used to seeing her with baggy pants on. She is very disappointing. She is stretching for a hug from someone. Oh, so she pulling the Janelle Monáe now.
She was
started out
stretching
with
for
clothes. Y'all remember Janelle Monáe started out clothes. Now
Yeah,
Janelle Monáe be pulling
she got
titties
them
out on stage.
Yeah, she popped them titties out there one time.
Bro, I think it's crazy. Like it's got to be something that the machine just is
I don't
gonna
know.
do to you in order for a woman to be successful. You got to pull your ass out. Like
How
it
it
seems
seems
like
Instagram be butt naked.
because they
but-
just and I wonder this. Let me ask you this: Do you
to be
think
fair,
that?
Doshi has always like kind of been very similar to this? Like Unc might have seen her at a time where maybe she had baggy pants on, but like the song that she had with Isaiah Rashad like 3 years ago was them at a pool party.
Yeah,
It's not like
Was that the dude?
I thought her music was real. Like, is it her? Is it her? I'm thinking
it
about
could have
with
been.
the-
Oh,
I was about,
that's a great point. Aha.
She's talking about
is she one of them big coochie oriented rappers? I think she was. Like as far as her,
coochie oriented.
that's why I call it. Like you
Big
got to
coochie.
show, showing off the coochie.
CO. That's the
No,
word.
like her raps don't. From what I picked
I'm talking
up,
about
like,
showing it off. Like,
it's not like been like a forefront thing.
like,
in my
hey, I
opinion.
got coochie and I'm.
But
powerful.
she'll like I don't know, like she's just like a fucking female artist. Like
Well, that
like
shit's-
like when she does like
Shit
the
is for the
what is it
streets, bro.
the
It's for
late
the
night
streets
shows they had,
activities.
So what
they
about
had
like
the whole
when Jennifer Lopez came out with all that? Like,
or
It
every
depends on what you're talking about.
every single singer ever for the past 25 years, 30
Bro,
years almost.
bro,
But she
this
also
right
had
here-
like some fire ass
This
like,
right here is
performances.
different. I'm not just
Little
seeing
Kim
the
came to the
motherfucker.
VMAs with her titties out one time.
No, for sure. I understand like Lil
Bro,
Kim,
Lil
but
Kim
at the,
outfit look. That
at the same
outfit
time-
today looks so mild compared to what they be wearing.
To this, or you talking about
Bro,
what
if
they
we
do?
if we go back to Lil
Stop
Kim's
it.
outfit,
That-
it looks
pull it
mild.
up, pull it up, pull it up. I want to see.
But that shit would still go crazy today.
What was this? It was the awards.
She had a star. Do a star dress.
Yeah,
She had
I
a
know which
pink
one it
one.
was. I was trying to remember where she wore it at. Yeah, this right here compared
Oh
to what they
yeah,
be wearing
compared to
today.
man, get the fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah, that
Let them
actually-
see it. Make sure they see. Can they?
I'm about to. I gotta open the image. Dang.
Yeah,
Yeah.
get the fuck out of here, bro. No, we like to like connect it and make it seem like them bitches was as smutty as they are now. They wasn't, bro. These are like full out smutty assholes.
Wait,
man.
all right, hold on.
These are no, bro. They going too
No,
far, bro.
I just
literally.
wanna
and then
make
the
sure that
kids, and then the kids.
I just
here.
want to make sure that you're making a statement, and then you
So
can
this
This
is what we're
outfit
talking
was
about.
not nowhere
okay.
like.
Listen, all right. So
Not
I didn't
even
know.
close.
I forgot it had the long pants. I just,
Yeah, that's all.
and
Like
that-
compared
that's-
to what
and
we
that-
see
and
today,
that's
that
cool.
ain't nothing.
I just want to make sure: are we making the statement that Little Kim and them were not smutting inside their
I ain't
clothing?
saying
That ain't
would.
what I'm. That ain't what
I'm
I'm
saying
saying.
went to
because-
another
because-
level.
it sounded like that. That's
No, we're
what you were
saying that
saying.
we're saying that it
That
is
outfit
evolved.
right there.
That we're saying that it is evolved into something that is out of hand. It's
And
fucking out of
that
hand.
right there was like
That's just
way
like
cra-
what
okay.
what Kanye old lady at the joint.
I
Like,
think
what are we doing?
That is the
What are we
excessive
doing?
stuff. But she's not anything
and
but
she's not a
his
rapper
wife.
either.
I'm just
Or
saying.
black.
Look, it does. I'm not.
Yeah.
I didn't say black women specifically are out. I'm saying that this shit is out of hand. I didn't just put it on us.
Like, I wouldn't look at Doshi and say this shit is out of hand.
Bro, you don't look at that and say that that's out of hand.
It's sexy.
No.
It might be a little.
That's not even sexy.
It might be provocative. Like there's a lot of other words.
It's like minimal. Like I wouldn't just be like, that shit's just like the craziest shit.
That's for the streets activities.
Tone, do you think that that's like the craziest, like provocative thing right there?
Is it for the streets activities? Is what I? That's what
I can't put her in for the streets because of what.
No, I'm not talking about. Okay,
like this.
No. I'm talking about her music. I'm talking about
fit for a female performer right here. Is what I'm asking. Is this like the most craziest provocative?
It is very coochie oriented.
That shit is crazy, bro.
It's a little much.
What are we doing, bro? Why are we even trying to? Why would a person be sitting there trying to make it seem like
this is the first time I've seen it like with the full coochie out.
Yeah, that's why I'm like.
My bad.
Like she got on a pad.
The coochie isn't out, but like everything is out.
Everything is out.
Usually she'll have the
what you
voice
would call coochie cutters. Like this.
Oh no, it's cut.
It's crazy to say and try to like try to find some validity in this shit. Like, come on, bro. What are we doing?
We're talking.
I'm not trying to validate. I'm just don't hate it.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay,
I definitely
we can move forward.
And I also would say that like
I hate it for our community type shit. Like it just looks so fucking bad.
Yeah, I don't put her inside it just looked crazy bad. She's a fucking entertainer. But like 95% of her shit isn't nowhere near that right there. Like she just went on like the late night show and she had like, what was it, like 5 girls like dressed inside like connected braids inside like this whole long black like black minstrel. It wasn't even necessarily minstrel, but like a black culture-esque thing type of thing.
That video looked like period panties, bro. That's really
that shit is crazy.
Like, I don't know why that's what come to mind when I'm watching her in that video, but it just looks.
It just looks outrageous, bro. It just looks.
But period
really
panties are like big and like
grandma panties.
No, they just the panties that they.
That's
they got
crazy,
Mars,
bro.
That's why I'm like this.
But she got a nice wax before she got there.
That's what I was gonna say. You could probably see the line. You could probably
hey, man.
That's crazy.
Niggas go to the beach and see more than that every.
What you got next, bro?
I got go to the two marble joints.
Holding that motherfucker like that.
Man, motherfucker, entertainment, bro.
Yeah, I don't like ratchet shit.
Are you not entertained?
That ain't ratchet.
That is ratchet, bro.
She just literally like. Then you got to call all white performers.
I don't give a fuck. It's across the board.
Burlesque performances, like
I don't give a fuck. I don't know who the fuck burlesque is, but if that's what the fuck they doing, then it's bullshit.
Where's Marvel at, bro?
What the fuck? I'm consistently against bullshit all the time.
Burlesque ain't a person, bro.
I don't give a whatever it is. The fuck? It doesn't change where I stand at.
Yeah, Marvel.
The Marvel's right there.
Okay, I thought you said
it kind of go with something that what Johnny was saying, or actually to the topic that you had, or that I'm using for today. I should have just saved it for that. Y'all got it. Of course,
proves that ups and downs in life can actually.
The only thing about this is they did a 3D render, and I don't know if that's really how that would flow.
But I think it's about momentum.
Yeah,
like when it because
it's going down, it's picking up speed.
It drops it first, so it has more speed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, which I mean, like when you think about it, though, it do make a thing though. Like if you down, you more likely to do something to come up than if you just moving on a stagnant.
What?
And I think that goes
like
into
an actual like non 3D render. Because to me, this doesn't make sense, but I could just be wrong. Like I want to see it in real.
That's why I was
because
saying it's a 3D render.
This doesn't take up like momentum for going down.
I think you're thinking
look how slow this is. Still
I know what you're thinking about.
You
think about scientifically how would that really flow? And
look how slow that shit's still moving downhill.
Yeah,
why you have to pick up speed?
I agree with you, bro. Because that's what I was looking. I'm like, it would have been gone.
Y'all fucking my whole meme up.
They are nitpicking.
They
shit
fucking my meme up.
They say this shit ain't realistic.
Damn, I don't even want to talk about the bitch no more. Let me see.
Hey, you better be glad you got it off now.
Oh, go to the dude with it look like the pink hat on. Yeah, right there. That one. Yeah, right next to him. See, this is the thing that's fucking me up about the AI shit.
No, man, that's not me. What you mean? You started saying that's me. That's not me. It's not.
What you mean?
I don't know where you get that from. That's not me. And you looking at it too.
That's not you right here.
That's not me. That's not me.
It's just a man that just the same exact clothes as you.
It's a question, because it's not me. It's not me.
What you put it on?
I ain't putting it on nothing. I'm just saying it's not me.
So who that is then?
I ain't got no idea. That's not me.
Who's that then?
But yeah, that's crazy, right?
So who's that?
Y'all hear it's crazy echo just then. But yeah, so essentially what it is that he created the AI video and was able to make it so it looked like he was stealing something from the store. And so Buddy's like, no, bro.
Is that like the backstory to it?
Yeah, it's if either it's on the
because I was looking for that too. I see people saying I seen the comments saying AI getting dangerous. But I
feel like in the beginning when I seen this shit on the joint.
That's not me.
Oh yeah, it's in the AI getting dangerous. It's the caption.
That's not me. It's not.
What you
Yeah, I don't
AI
know where you
getting
get that from.
Nah,
It's
that's not AI though. I think they was joking. I think
not
they was being
That's not me.
But it was really stealing.
That's not me.
Oh yeah.
It's just a man.
I think he was really stealing. They was just being funny. They're like, yeah, AI getting dangerous because that's not him. Like, that's him, bro. He was stealing, bro.
No, that is crazy.
He lying through his teeth, bro.
All right, this is my last one. Go down to I can't remember what brother name is, but it's the last one on there.
This Pat Bet David.
Yeah.
David. Patrick Bet David.
This one we was talking about with the kids and the employment Gen Z.
New statistics. Do you know what % of Gen Z workers claim they experience burnout at work?
I get scheduled for 25 hours a week and literally about to quit.
Not 20%, not 40%, not 80%, not 90%. 98% of you experience burnout.
Every single day, go and work somewhere and do that 5 times a week?
How? You're in your early 20s. Watch this. 23% face unmanageable stress and 48% feel drained. According to a Cigna survey, Gen Z is the most stressed generation of all time. And by the way, according to 1,000 leaders that are hiring people out there, watch what they said. This is employers talking about Gen Zers. 6 in 10 employers reporting firing recent Gen Z college graduates within months of hiring them. 1 in 7 employers indicated they may refrain from hiring new graduates next year's unsatisfactory performance. 75% of companies said some or all of their Gen Z hires were unsatisfactory. 50% reported that Gen Z workers showed a lack of motivation, and 39% of Gen Zs lacked communication skills. 46% noted a lack of professionalism. This is a problem. If you want the future to look bright, you have a very easy chance here. 98% are burned out. You got to find a way to be here. New statistics. Do you know what % of Gen Z workers claim?
Oh man,
that's crazy, right?
Yeah, I think I seen.
And she says you graduate next year. You talking about from college?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Hopefully, got a little more work ethic than some of these. But
what do you think is causing this? What's the quote we was talking about earlier? Say it again. The weak, strong men create.
Strong men create good or easy times. Easy times create weak men. Weak men create tough times.
Yeah.
Or some version
of that.
Yeah, some version. But it's basically a cycle. It goes from like when things are good, the people become soft. Those soft people in turn create hard times, and then those hard times create tough people who and then it recycle.
I think
maybe I said that wrong.
Yeah, you just did. Fuck that all the way up. I just gonna let you rock. It wasn't necessary to just point that out. Yeah, so like with the Gen Z thing, to me is we continue to think like, and we see week in and week out, we start looking at these statistics and think things are getting better, right? Things are getting better, but we're getting lazier. We're getting less accountable. You know what I mean? We're trying to validate dumbass bad, just like that whole Doshi shit I just played. We're getting to a point where we're just going to be accepting any and everything and being okay with any and everything. And then we're looking at the kids. Hell, I go to 7-Eleven on North Tryon the evening. I don't even know the kids that they playing, but it's cussing and all kind of stuff on the radio in the damn store. With they speakers though. Who the fuck has the gumption?
Who got the
in this white man's building to have whatever the kids listening to on the damn speakers that's in the ceiling? Y'all crazy. Y'all crazy. This motherfucker sitting here crying about 20 hours. You about to fold up off of 20-hour work weeks.
Now, Cause we better go there earlier.
Yeah.
And now, like morally, I don't want to argue morals.
Are we moving into your question right now?
It sounds like we about to move.
Oh, I guess
we gonna move into his.
Oh yeah, we're gonna move into mine. Yeah.
I think we'll go to
We're
mine.
gonna run that right into mine.
But like when it comes to like working, because morals are subjective. As societies change, the morals of the society change. There was once slavery was fucking legal here. People didn't see nothing wrong with it, whether it was or not. The societally, slavery was okay. It wasn't frowned upon for a long time in this country. Things have changed. Again, we've seen there's been a shift in our morals over the last 30 years. But that happens. But when it comes to work, as time goes on, life has always gotten easier. I think that's a natural thing. Like life's easier for us than it was for our great grandparents that were born, or our ancestors that were here.
For our parents.
Well, for anybody, if think about life in the 1800s versus life in 2000, it's naturally just going to be easier.
Well, I mean, you can even not even take it to such extremes. Just look at our parents versus us.
But just even that, I did the extreme just to show you like the progression. But we can still see the progression from 30 years ago to now. Even with like computers and stuff. Like it was the they had like the steam engines, then they had the Industrial Revolution. The next biggest thing that's happened in our lifetime has been the internet. Artificial intelligence is going to be like the newest generation of that. But technology's always made life easier. So to complain that these kids don't want to do work when they have all these tools to make life easier, it's like, would you want to get on a horse and ride back home?
But this is the problem. This is the problem.
On a horse,
but hold on. This
on a fucking
this
car.
is the problem.
Like
This is the problem.
Car every time.
This is the problem. It depends. It depends on if anybody.
I'm not lazy for choosing the car.
But hold on.
I'm not lazy, bro.
But hold on. So you sitting here talking about something that you have a choice in doing. We're talking about going to work. So we talking about them complaining about going to work. You can try to make it like a, you know what I mean? These motherfuckers is complaining about working 20 hours. So
are they quitting or like
they're getting fired? They said they're fired them niggas like 9 times
some
out
of
of 10.
them quitting too.
And some of them quitting too.
Okay, yeah, but they're like
I kind of relate to this, and ain't like without going into like just from my observations of what I've seen.
Yeah.
Like I have noticed that we're a lot easier on children these days to some degree. Like in some households, it might be different. You got some parents who are still like old school, kind of strict. But for the most part, we have gotten away from a lot of the things that, even if you look at when we was growing up,
because we was traumatized by that shit.
We wasn't traumatized.
Y'all niggas,
like, that's the whole thing.
Y'all try. This is the shit that's happening. That's why these kids is fucked up. Y'all just act like everything was so traumatizing, bro.
The kids
you wasn't getting whipped with no fucking extension cords, Johnny.
I've got hit with an extension.
No, I said you wasn't getting whipped with extension cords. You didn't get whoopings.
He just said that he did.
I got a whooping several times. Like
you were getting whipped with extension cords.
Hey, but the whole thing, bro.
You just said it the first time you said it as if it was an instance. And then now you're saying that you got multiple.
But let me ask you this though.
It was normally a belt, like when my dad would do it.
Even if you did get hit with that doggone extension cord, did that shit not teach you some discipline? It's certain stuff you won't do to this day because you remember that extension cord, bro.
I ain't saying get the
niggas wasn't not doing dumb shit because of the whoopings. But also what y'all talking about at the same time,
talking about that orange one too.
There hasn't been a generation that's gotten older that hasn't made that exact same statement, which is the next generation of children are soft.
But we're talking about based on what the stats that they just provided. We're talking about the kids not going to work.
But everything else in their life is better. Like they're great.
Oh, you talking about?
Okay, but this is the thing.
Everything
their pregnancy rates.
But check this out though.
Like life, the stats have shown they're doing better.
I would say it's probably more the pregnancy rate.
I wouldn't say they're doing better though. Check this out. There was a lot of differences between these generations, but there was a lot of similarities within our generations too, as far as coming of age stuff. Like our generation was still ready we wanted to get out the house.
So we didn't have the internet.
But I'm saying it wasn't just.
Of course, why the fuck the internet make you want to live with your mama?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What are you talking about, Johnny?
He's talking about as a child.
Cut me off before I finish my point.
Listen to him.
Let me finish what I'm saying. I remember we went on a beach trip with the kids. They were old enough to where, like, when I was 14, 15 years old, and I went with cousins or something like that, and we at the beach, and we can go do it. I'm out.
Yeah.
I don't want to be up under my mama. I'm out. Like, and my mama was like that. She was gonna be out. Her mama was like that. She out. These kids ain't like that.
That's not true.
They in. They
he's talking about from his experience. You said that the kids didn't, that they stayed with the parents.
Like y'all, but like the kids that I be around, like I go on trips with kids literally all the time, and like these kids are not specifically like they want their autonomy, their freedom, XYZ.
You also talk about a specific type of kid. You also talk about the high school athlete kid versus the regular everyday kid.
I would imagine that like that's a specific type of kid as well.
What is
the specific group of kid that he just now named? And again, like I'm talking to where like I have the experience of like if I was to like put them all together, maybe like 200 kids or whatever. And I guess if you're saying that to completely discount my experience of 200 kids because I guess they were athletes and that 3 kids like that's held on at a higher esteem because of their non-athletes, then the
only thing I'm saying is generally when you're in sports, you're gonna be it's gonna be a different. That's not that population is completely small compared, and then they share different archetype personalities. Then a lot of the times differently than. Bro, if you're in sports in general, you're liable to be more outgoing than a person that is not in sports and not playing on teams.
This is not true.
You don't think so?
I would think that.
That just makes sense. If you're in a team sport, then you're more like
a lot of people do sports to learn those skills.
Right.
Okay, but if you're
speaking from like an outside looking
the same thing.
That means there's a lot of shy kids that are on their basketball team trying not to be shy.
So
literally feel shy.
So if you're but you're talking about high school basketball, which generally means that you probably played basketball in fucking elementary school, in fucking middle school, and then to make the team in high school, you didn't most of the time just start playing basketball.
Bro, they got to do with being shy.
It's like 3 niggas on the high school basketball team.
You saying basketball players can't be shy?
No, I'm not saying they can't be.
The thing is, like most of these niggas aren't outgoing.
You just said you said 200, and you just said 3 what? 3 people that what? You said there were 3 kids that
weren't athletes.
Who
weren't athletes.
With Tone, or did I just?
I mean, either way, I think you're proving my point. They're not as outgoing, and it's because they've been.
I never said that they're not as outgoing.
You just said that.
That's what you just said.
You literally just said that.
No, all right. Y'all are like conflating different things.
Okay,
like so what you just said. And maybe y'all are saying
spoke. That's
all right,
okay.
so allow me to finish like a sentence.
All right, bro. Go ahead.
All right, so Tom, if you were saying that kids inside like our time that they were not shy, maybe that's what you were saying.
No, I'm not saying that.
Okay, cool.
Thing of not being
okay,
shy.
yeah.
What I'm saying
because of like that was the point that I was making with like the basketball team. But what I'm also saying is that kids and all right, if you would like for me to take this away from my like my experience with like say athletes, I can either go like my experience with kids inside like Upward Bound, so that's like middle school to high school kids, or I can go with like my cousins and nieces and nephews.
But you also talking about kids. I'm sorry, when you say Upward Bound, you were talking about kids from which generation? It wouldn't be this one, right? That we're talking about now.
Upward Bound still around.
No, I'm talking about when he was doing it. He was talking about his experience. That would have been not Gen Z.
What's the one before Gen Z?
It'd have been I don't know, like 20.
We got one between us and them.
I don't know what they would be
Gen
called.
Z. It would be Gen Z, I guess you would say still. Isn't it? Is millennials, Gen Z, like the younger kids is whatever the new generation is going to be.
I think my kids is Generation A or something like that. So
that's the new, that's the younger ones.
Yeah, that's the new one. I seen that.
No, they got a new one called Gen Beta.
Yeah,
we can't have all those because generations don't change that quickly unless we're like doing a new metric by how we changing generations.
I don't know. I just saw
like if you look at like how big of a gap millennials are.
We got Gen Z is 97 to 2012. Millennials,
my kid's Gen Z.
Yeah, and the kids I was working with would be Gen Z.
And then so Gen A is 2012 to 24.
I would definitely say 97 kids versus 2012 kids.
That's totally different. That's to even have them in the same generation is crazy. Because in 90s,
I think what's happening is technology is expanding a lot faster
for sure.
We had time to sit back with stuff. Like now, technology is expanding a whole bunch faster. Like there's a lot of things I think that we've enabled our kids, not purposely necessary, but like you don't have to go talk to people in person as much when you can talk to everybody online or on the tablet.
But they still have to because they're all in school
to a degree.
Right,
but I'm saying
some of these kids they're all in school. Right,
and I think that that's also
and they don't have
they
they can't use their phones in school.
I think that's also a reason why like the teenage pregnancy is probably going down as well. It's not that these kids are so much more disciplined than we were. It's not that I don't believe. I think that it's probably that they're more into. They're going to be on the phone all the time. They're able to be entertained so much more and just stay in the fucking house. Like we were outside kids. There was nothing. Your mom ain't know what you was doing because you was outside. You could have been dropping something off at, you know what I mean? But they don't have they don't care to have as much social leisure time with each other.
It was 2 instances I seen this week where it showed me this. I had it's
different though.
I'm gonna tell you, like my daughter went with her friend to Planet Fitness, and so they was in there working out or whatever, and there was somebody who had like a mental problem, that was like talking to him or whatever, but rather like she was making them feel uncomfortable. But her so she called her mom, and her mom told her to just go to the desk and she told her, is there such and such person at the desk? She already know who works there, so she told her just go to the desk and talk to her. It ain't nothing big. They left out rather than going to talk to anybody because of the fact that they was just like socially, it wasn't even so much about being uncomfortable, it's that they socially didn't know how to handle that situation or even how to be around somebody with mental issues. And like there's a lot of instances I see this. Another instance
just specific to their generation. Man, people don't fuck with.
I ain't going fraud. I got suspended for 10 days for fighting in middle school. And my mom, she always worked with those. This was the first time that she always worked with people with disabilities. And I actually had to go to this like warehouse where they were working at. And it was pretty much just a bunch of people with like different. And bro, I was scared in the motherfucker.
But these kids are 17. These
niggas said a warehouse.
But this the thing though.
No, it was literally like a warehouse where they was full of them. No, I'm like dead ass serious. Dead ass serious. It was a place where they were working at where they was literally
they had them on the assembly line.
Nah, bro. But dead ass, I'm not lying at all. I'm dead ass serious, bro.
Are we answering the question right now?
No.
Yeah, we kind of are, yeah.
Kind of are, but what the question?
We ain't got there yet, but
no, this is dead ass, bro.
I had to go to this warehouse where they all was at.
Where they was working at, bro.
Full of.
They was employing them, bro. Dead ass. Mom Duke took me in
there. Man, anything could happen at that.
I ain't gonna lie. I was like, fuck it. I go and stay with my grandma, bro. I would have stayed with grandma to have to come in here every day,
put
bro.
me in the corner.
But go ahead. What was you saying?
You was also in middle school though.
Yeah, I was in middle school.
16, 17 years old. You're kind of supposed to be familiar with certain things where you know how to deal with it. They didn't know how to deal with that.
But everybody's not familiar with dealing with.
But what I'm saying is I see this constantly. It's not just one kid or two, like just some offshoot. I see this constantly with children. Matter of fact, we went to go buy a car the other day. This is the second story. We was going to buy a car. This is another person who I'm pretty sure was born in Generation Z. She knew we was coming. We pull up. The girl is outside at the car, like, so I guess she cleaning out the car or whatever. Like she looked at us, and then rather than I guess she didn't know what to say to start off. So like rather than acknowledging that we was there when we got out the car or whatever, like, hey, how y'all doing or anything like that. We was standing behind her for a minute, and then finally my girl was just like, hey. And then she turned around and she was still shy with the speak and everything. But I'm like, this is a constant thing where there's certain basic skills that we have gotten away from because we felt like we was too good for it. We talk about it all the time too. We'd be like, yeah, we do this better than the next generation. It's stuff we don't do better.
No,
like
that's true.
Like enforcing the social skills and everything. We is not doing it, bro. Like
yeah.
But now I'll say this about like, well, this is gonna be my example. You was talking about like the kids and
bro, I just want to say before I forget, I just forgot the shit like 3 times. Also, if you notice, a lot of these kids don't want to drive. They don't drive. A lot more. We was in like everybody was trying to get into motherfucking driver's ed. That was like everybody. Like my niece right now is 20 years old. She can't drive. Like I got a car and brought a car over to her.
But I'm saying, we're basing like our experience based on the technology that we have and what we went through. And that taught us a certain skill set. It gave us a certain set of principles.
Talking about a car, bro.
That we live by.
Yeah,
but these kids live a totally different life. And so the need, like if I'm a kid and I got Snapchat and I got social media, why do I have to go outside to holler at girls when I can just get on Snapchat and
because you can't touch her.
Talk to him
because you can't touch her.
I'm a kid. I don't need to be touching them anyway. But
I understand what you're saying, but that's the reason. I think
that's a better.
But all kids are still talking to people in class in the courtyard.
Yeah, but I'm talking about
like after school,
even outside of the class. But the tech, not like we act like technology don't have impact, and it don't.
Not even. And we only talk about one area. We ain't even got to the area of you can't pick on the kid. Like kids can't be picked on in school no more.
They gonna be fucked
they gonna
up.
shut it down. You can't do it's certain stuff you can't even say no more. Where we had to develop tough skin because you had to deal with certain stuff. I had to deal with some name calling and
like the jokes run.
But my dad used to have tough hands because he used to have to go out and do physical. Like of course we did because we didn't have the tools available to us the way they do. I don't think they're doing anything worse.
Kids is still funny as hell, bro. And they still know how to jones. Like you could just sit around and look at it. Like if I just people watch for a long enough time, even if I get close enough to the student center. Section at like games, you can hear the regular kids like start joning on each other. Like it's going to happen. These aren't athletes or anything like that.
I don't even think
it's just like regular kids.
Hey, but hold on, one more point I got. And like you said, just because like they take longer to develop these skills, don't mean they're not going to develop them when they get out in the real world. Like it's just because like when like I think they're more sheltered. Because we have better
most
technology.
Most of these niggas aren't like these quiet mute motherfuckers that can't articulate themselves. I don't be seeing that with all these kids that I be seeing.
That's not even a point that nobody was making.
But I think technology. I think technology has
developmentally behind at all. I haven't seen that.
That wasn't a point.
That ain't at all. Nobody was trying to say that.
What's the point?
I wasn't talking
addressing it properly.
Hey, I wasn't talking about developmentally. I was just talking about like even like
socially developmental. That's what I'm talking about.
Or I think just the timeline is a little different. Where like just like because the lack of technology we had, we were in a rush. We wanted to do everything so much quicker because we felt like
we also wanted independence as well.
Because we felt like because we couldn't see the world from where we was at. The kids can see the world now, so there's not a big, huge rush to go out there and discover the unknown because a lot of it's not unknown to them. The world was unknown to us, and so we was wanting to. Oh, let me get out there and find out.
Nah, that's a good point.
A lot of these kids, they know how fucked up the world is already, and so they're like, let me just chill, get a little bit more experience, and then I'll go out there. And technology has allowed them. The privilege to do that. And I don't think that's a bad thing.
The unfortunate part about that though is that these same children, like, don't get me wrong, it's great that I'm happy that we.
But if you're smarter and you're more mature when you learn them, you
hear what I'm saying though. I'm glad that they've been able to learn these lessons or whatever, but we've dismissed certain stuff from the past where it's like they're going to be running the world in like 20 years. It's not going to be us. We be talking. Adults always be talking about the world from the perspective of the adult and how they see it. In 20 years. They gonna be the ones running this junk,
but it's gonna be their world, so they're gonna have to run it however they want to.
We're gonna be
old.
It'll be involved different.
Hear what I'm saying? We have to deal with the consequences of that. We gonna be the old niggas right now. Like our older people kind of got to deal with the consequences. They overpower.
That mean I got to work less and I get better treatment.
Our parents are enjoying the shit that we fought for, like in a lot of this technology.
What we fight for.
Or just the life
evolution of
the evolution of society,
quality of life. Like generally,
you talking about
the quality of life has gotten better.
Yeah, but like my parents, like they do, like she's on Instacart and DoorDash, and so like my mom Dukes, and so like she don't have to leave the house, and like it's not a bad thing when you're older, and like technology makes your life a whole lot easier. And so think about what kind of technology we're gonna have when we're our parents' age, and we start to get sick and shut in, and it's hard for us to go out.
I think
life's gonna be a lot easier.
Everybody gonna.
Hey, I think life
but like, why is that a bad thing?
Go down.
Like that's not a bad thing.
It's not. If my quality of life continues to go up, I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna complain about life getting easier at all.
And then the thing is too, is like
you remember, we want life to stay the exact same.
I don't want life to stay the same, but I don't want to lose focus on some of the hard times that did make me. There's certain things that I'm glad I went through that made me into the person I am.
Well, we haven't been talking about that yet. If we're getting to that, then I think that
that's more. That's what I've been trying to talk about the whole time.
What was the hard time? Right now, y'all was just talking about like social
indifferences
and shit like that. Y'all weren't talking about the hard times.
we started off this conversation talking about how they don't have to go through certain things that we had to deal with. Like most kids ain't having to go get on the city bus and have to
we
go.
were talking about going to work. They started out with the meme going to work. They were crying about working the 20 hours because they feel like they've been overloaded. And so, which is you can for whatever reason they're looking at going to work as a hard time, a tough time, and you're working 20 hours. You talking about? He said, well, if you go back, we ain't got to play it again. But he was talking about the they're saying it like we just not even gonna hire these motherfuckers no more. Like the companies themselves they said that, and actually I seen that it was a meet that they were having. I watched it. I can't remember exactly where it was, but they were talking about the employees feeling like that the younger employees feeling like the job should be so appreciative of them that they are working there versus what the motto has always been like us giving you the job is something that, you know what I mean, we're doing, or this is to your benefit. They've never had it where it's like being flipped on its head. But only thing they said is that we're just going to fight back against it. We're going to see AI is going to be, they're going to take the jobs much quicker. They're going to take the jobs much quicker because you were able to get the younger people to work for lower wages. So if you don't have the younger people working, then that means that you're going to have to pay an adult to do the job, which means that we're not going to pay that motherfucker. We're going to go ahead and get this robot and just take the job completely. Which we were going to do that anyway, but you're speeding it up. But you're speeding it up anyway, though. But you're still speeding it up. If we can't,
is it speeding it up, or they're going to do it as quickly as possible?
Or is
that's only how capitalism works.
Or is the younger generation adapting to the reality of what society is going to be and are just trying to figure it out quicker than we would?
So who is determining what society is going to be then?
Do we not just talk about AI like this?
No, who is determining it? Who's determining the society?
A lot of times, younger folks.
I guess that's like a long answer question right there. Who is deciding?
But I think younger folks determine.
They have a piece. Older generation does have a piece.
Shouldn't we be deciding our own future?
It's not our future; it's their future too,
bro. I'm talking about even them.
We're going to be out of the workforce in 20 years,
but they are
out of the workforce.
Like the fact that they're complaining and y'all not liking it, they are determining their future and how they want to live their life.
Just because
y'all might not agree with it.
You can say,
but what I'm saying is you can't see how that can lead to problems. Them like
what it is.
Like imagine our generation not listening to nothing the old people tried to tell us. We
No,
did.
No, literally, that's like.
Hold on.
What are y'all talking about?
Like every generation.
Are you saying that?
Rebel.
Are you saying you're not a product of the teachings that were given to you?
Of course. Do you think that like my son is going to be a product of the teachings I gave them?
Right. So
when we
you were determining. So you were determining,
and you was disciplined. We done seen how you do with QJ. You ain't play no shit with QJ, bro.
Right. But QJ, like these kids are getting raised well. They like
you
right
raised your child well. A lot of these people is not raising their child well.
So hold on, wait. So then like we can't do two things at the same time. We can't drag about how now we have really active good fathers in the home in general, and then black fathers in general are like leading inside activity with their kids, and then say that like we're not raising our kids well.
So hear what I'm saying. You can be as loving as you want to. Some of the stuff, some of the so-called lovingness that we done replaced, like with we coddle also. That's the other part. We real softer on our kids because we do love them so much. So our generation, because we didn't grow up with fathers, and some like a lot of us didn't grow up with our fathers, or we was in weird situations where, like, you want to give your child the thing they didn't get, and you overcompensate. That's exactly it. So it's like it's certain stuff that be like the hard times did teach you something, and you didn't want to create that for your kid, which is great. That's great, but it ain't necessarily better.
I got a that's the thing we always talk about. Like that, we're gonna have to wait and see. We're gonna have to wait and see what this new idea of parenting looks like, to see what the product of that is going to be. And I think that like we can see, oh yeah, they may be very much talking about mental health, and they definitely gonna know about that shit. They gonna be real good at that shit. But is the information is
talking about mental health?
Well,
that's like a 20-year-old thing. Like it's not like this. Not
what I'm saying is that they're going to grow up in a time we're talking about it, which they're still listening to our what we have going on as well. We weren't raised during a time where that was a big thing. It is a big thing now, and they're going to be a much more mental health aware generation than we were even.
I got a question. So we're talking about, it sounds like because like black people, we've made a shift as far as like this generation doing better than the previous generation. How do you think white people have dealt with that over the generations?
But
like,
I don't know much about them, bro.
But couldn't we take notes? Because like I don't think they have this issue where like they're constantly like improving and widening the wealth gap in the country.
Oh, but don't say white people. You talking about rich white people because most of them poor.
We looked at numbers on.
I actually think there's less
unpacked
difference.
It just broke it down. It just broke down
I
wealth
actually
by
think-
race, and
I saw it.
It's increased. So white people are doing better in the country than they have.
Right,
but do you think they have the same issues with their kids? Like, are white kids worse now?
Every generation says the kids is worse.
You
Show me a
think-
generation that don't say that.
I'm not even trying to put on the kids.
Every
is
generation
worse.
has said it.
So hear me out. I'm not trying to put on the kids is worse because I wouldn't say we was worse than our parents. It's not a thing about being worse. It's a matter of
equipped.
And not even just that. It's a matter of generations being egotistical, being full of themselves, feeling like, hey, there wasn't nothing like, oh, this from this generation, they was wrong. So we just dismissing that. So bump what they got to say. We make that mistake every single generation. We keep doing the same thing. We be feeling like we smarter than the last generation, or smarter than the older generation, and they didn't know nothing. And we be dismissing what they saying because we got it easier now.
Yeah, and I think also we also are doing the same thing they did like with the black community in the movies, bro. We're OD fucking victimizing ourselves as well. Like, bro, you of course your dad didn't sit and talk to you soft and and he wasn't your friend when you were fucking 12 and all that shit. Like, bro, that wasn't traumatic. We try to use these strong ass words to mean something that we don't mean. Bro, I hate when
yeah, but
I have conversations.
We also get to a point like of justifying, like there's some shit that
we've
people
also
did that was traumatic and wasn't
What I'm
good.
saying,
And there's
I
bad
did not
parenting.
say that there
But
wasn't.
we talked about lack of communication from our fathers, and like it's not like super like traumatic, but shit like that has.
It's not traumatic, bro.
It has an effect.
It does have
it
an
doesn't
effect.
have an effect.
It
Like,
does have an
okay.
effect though. So you're probably less likely to communicate, but it's traumatic, bro.
Okay,
So you had trauma because he wasn't talking.
I mean, there's levels to trauma.
I could imagine. I could imagine niggas could have,
bro. That's not trauma.
I could imagine niggas could have trauma
outta
because
here.
their father was not talking or they didn't have a.
That's
dad
trauma,
or-
bro.
It can be.
Yes,
Bro, that's not fucking trauma, bro. Y'all gotta be kidding me. That's a strong ass word. That's what I'm saying.
But it's just
we're devaluing the word by even using it in that way.
You could put a different definition on words.
No. Wait. So let's think about like what trauma would mean. Like if somebody could do something that can alter and change the way that you view life, live your life, and exercise, like how you maneuver, and it could be. Go ahead.
By definition, trauma is defined as a deeply distressing or disrupting event or experience that overwhelms a person's coping mechanism and causes significant emotional, psychological, and or physical harm.
That sounds like
so daddy wasn't talking to you.
Yeah,
or he wasn't a talkative person.
Yeah, so now
psychological
lack of attention is a trauma.
That's like so. The thing is, do you want to go by the definition or just how you feel emotionally right now?
We can go by the definition. It don't matter.
No, what you just said, and then what it elicits, it is a trauma response. It's literally trauma. If somebody has to go. Yeah, so now if you don't have like communication with your father, which then probably leads to like being able to communicate confidently with other men in general, and then like how that how it leads itself with like your kids.
I understand that,
and all these different. But again, like you keep trying to step on it. But
no.
The thing is that like you keep trying to like step on it, but it ends up being a trauma response to an event. The event being that the male in your life that you love the most didn't have like heavy communication with you. Again, I can imagine if that happened to somebody, that can be detrimental. I
mean, it happened to me.
It happened to me. I had to learn.
It happened to me. So it was not traumatic,
but it was for me.
It was
right.
For a reason, though. I would tell you why.
Go ahead.
If you can overcome some
what I'm saying, just go,
mean like
go ahead. I want to hear the experience and like if they're go ahead. What was traumatic about it?
So the thing is, I didn't realize how this was an effect on my life, or even that there was a difference between me until I like got to college and I started hanging out with some of the guys. But I did not really, or even I didn't know how to have male friendships until y'all two. That's where I like. And Quinn. Quinn was probably like the first guy friend I really had like that. But like as far as my male friendships and even knowing how to hang around the guys, and y'all remember how I was in high school. I was not the typical dude. I'm still not the typical dude, but I definitely wasn't then. It was like I didn't know how to necessarily hang with the guys. I learned that from being on the drum line around dudes and being with y'all and stuff like that. But those skills was like lacking beforehand. And so that led to a lot of different experiences because of that. I was lacking those skills where they were traumatizing experiences that would have been different if I had my dad been there like he was supposed to.
So now my question would be, is maybe those things that were a result of the thing, like those experiences that you were just talking about, maybe those were traumatic. Maybe those were traumatic. Right. So the thing to me is that you can say that, of course, if your dad doesn't speak to you as much as someone else's dad, then maybe there is something that you're missing. And it does change how you are as a person, right? There is a personality trait or a personality that is created from that, right? But it doesn't necessarily mean that was trauma. You see what I'm saying? That's just an experience you lived.
It's the igniter. Say I was in LA 2 months ago smoking a cigarette. I flicked it off and it started a fire over here. The wind carried the embers over here.
And that shit
all of LA burned down. Did I not cause the fire by flicking that cigarette?
Yes. My thing is, you can say that it caused it, but is it trauma though? I'm not talking about does it. I think y'all trying to argue a different point than I'm trying to argue.
Bro, if
it shows itself,
saying that if you have like
you can make any fucking thing traumatic if that's what you.
I think how you're thinking of trauma is
but a lot of things can be traumatic. It just depends on like how.
I think you're thinking of trauma. The way you're thinking of trauma is like you're thinking of like a physical or like an ailing thing or a physical thing.
Listen, it says a deeply depressing or disturbing event or experience hold on, that overwhelms a person's coping mechanisms and causes significant emotional, psychological, and or physical harm.
Like not getting affection from your dad can literally check everything.
But they left the definition vague for a reason because it could be a ton of different things.
Bro,
I'm not lends to that.
Let's go to the chat. Let's go to the chat and see what they think about it. Let's go to the chat.
Yeah, some of them it is. TB, I said, come on, y'all, that's not trauma. I wouldn't call it trauma. I think it's just a weakness you have to work to strengthen.
Okay.
I'd agree, TB. That's where I stand.
Trauma is something that actually puts poison into your soul. It's not something that happens that you might feel sad about and think about that one time you feel sad. Trauma kills a person's drive, and I've experienced it.
Those the only two we got on the trauma.
Let me see what else.
I just want to see what everybody else think, because I mean we go. This is, I mean, y'all not gonna move. I'm not gonna move. I think that we use strong words for much softer things,
right?
And we do that shit all the time. Like at this point,
we also try and like over tough shit.
That's not over tough. It affects you, and it affects you negatively. But trauma is a strong word.
But that's and sometimes, like if a person's actions can shape you as a person,
bro, sure.
I think that it's like your
parents. So I could
if I don't talk to you, like, so imagine saying like not having a dad is not a traumatic experience. That's fucking crazy,
bro. I pretty much didn't. I ain't gonna say there's level to the shit. I'll definitely give old head some respect. But I was a guy that lived, even when I got kicked out, I had to live with him. He never talked to me. Never. And that's like something I talk to him about now.
You talk about
trauma responses to that.
Literally.
It's not fucking traumatic, bro.
It is for you.
You're screaming, bro.
Like you talked about it so many times. Like I think all of us would say that. Like
you don't think that, but it affected other ways you grew up.
It did.
Therefore, that was a trauma.
And you talked about like how big mending that relationship, having these conversations was for you. Right. And if you hadn't done that, how that would have laid, that's fucking trauma.
It might not be a big trauma.
Like the fact you might have made your way through
trauma is a trauma.
Bro, you just made
trauma
your way
is
through
big.
You explained it to us like it was like.
No, I understand. I understand it was something that
Bro,
I wish I had.
It, but the shit was trauma.
You could call it trauma. For me, it wasn't.
No, would
trauma.
you explain?
It was
trauma.
For me, it wasn't trauma. I know that it's something that most of the black men that I know actually went through it, even worse without having.
A lot of black men went through trauma.
I mean,
and a lot of people don't recognize trauma when it happens. Usually, trauma is something.
Okay, so I'll ask a good question here. He said, "Did you not having a relationship with your father poison you some type of way, and did it cause you to lose drive?"
No,
it did for me at some point. There was different.
I don't think it has to cause people to lose drive to be traumatic either.
It could be a motivator too. I'm sure.
I don't think it necessarily.
I would agree with this.
I mean, no, the thing is, if you
go
go without
like those are trauma responses, like how you respond to trauma is its own thing.
I can't disagree with that. Like, and that's just from a psychological perspective. If you go talk to a psychologist and you talk to them about trauma, they will tell you some of the stuff that seems small. It can affect your whole life.
No, I agree that something can affect your life. Like
people that mean
I think that about any lived experience. Like,
why would we argue
you
that?
Can grow
like,
up.
Go ahead.
You can grow up with like a blind. Your sister be blind, and your sister's born blind. That experience having a sister that's blind, that's gonna change your whole scope of your life. The whole entire way that you probably grow up and everything. That doesn't mean that it's fucking traumatic.
But an authority figure exercising a different version of that is way different.
But what I'm saying is that it's also all
that
you
can
know.
be traumatic.
If it's all you know, right? Let's say that, like, if something happens and your dad, let's say your dad's taken away from you,
and you normalize trauma, and then you find out the world's regular.
But hold on.
Yes.
What I'm saying is that if you
say like bad parenting is not traumatic. The people that have authority over you doing negligent shit, even if you can overcome it or not, why would we say that's not a traumatic experience?
Shoot, there's some traumatic experience that kept me out of trouble. Like, I won't do that shit because I got my mama in my head smacking me with the phone. Like, I'm scared to do it.
Like, that man ain't never gonna steal at Walmart again.
Not again.
No, hey, I know he had nightmares about that baby 3-piece.
Y'all don't even understand.
That 3-piece
that was not the worst. That was not the worst.
And are we saying like kids need more trauma? Like, I don't understand what the fuck. Like,
nah,
like
I don't think kids need more
making.
trauma, but I do think there's certain things like where we get too comfortable.
Bring back
dismissing.
trauma.
I don't think bring back trauma.
Damn it, I was about to say that.
I think,
damn it, I was about to say
I just think we can get arrogant sometimes and feeling like we're better than like the previous generation. We got our own problems. Like, they had some issues to face, and we got our own set of issues. Like, we do coddle our children. There's certain things that they are not learning and that they're not doing because we are a lot softer on them than what was coming up. Like, overall.
I ain't gonna lie. I try to intentionally not be super soft.
I'm not talking about in a specific room. I'm talking about overall from what I see. In a specific room, if I was to say, I've seen how QJ do with Q. I mean, I've seen how Q do with QJ. It's not he's friendly with us. He done even told us that himself. Nah, it's a whole different ballgame when y'all ain't here. Like, I've seen how you do with your children when it come down. They know how far they can take it, and they know how far they can take it, and they know when they done did too much. Like,
I really, my whole thing is that I feel like a lot of people are raising a lot of soft ass kids. And they ain't gonna be ready. And I'm like, my whole thing is like, I want my kids to whoop your kids' ass. Not physically, but like as far as the competition of survival, I want them to be ass whooping at that shit versus motherfucking always wanting to cry about some shit. You know what I mean? We can sit and have the conversation about the thing, but I want them to be whooping y'all's kids' ass. And
that's just making sure that
when I'm talking about the
skilled
smart, and we bring out the goddamn dry erase board, we on the, you know what I mean? I want them to, because I just feel like people. It ain't gonna be all that soft shit because the world, the life ain't soft,
and that's why I have to clarify too what the soft stuff is. Like, some of what the soft stuff is. So it's like in my household, for instance, we got the youngest daughter left. The other two is already older. So one he ain't been there, and the other one out the house. But the youngest one, she'll do stuff like she keeps her dishes in the room until it's like a whole, and then it'll come out with a whole garbage bag or duffel bag full of dishes. And just sit them in the middle of the floor. And her mama tell her to wash her dishes. And then she might not do it for about she'll get to it eventually, but it's the whole thing. Eventually. Like, that wasn't a thing for me. I didn't have I got time to do, like, if my mama said do something, it was right then.
You reach out and tell it quick. It ain't no bunch of talking.
Now the thing is, she gonna eventually do it, but we might have to say it multiple times. Like, it'd be 2 days done went by and it's still cuts on the
all I'm saying is, like, I don't know if like I would use that anecdote to broadcast for like all kids for sure. Like, that sounds like a very specific scenario.
Well, I mean,
like, being able to bring out your
even
all your
what I'm
dishes.
saying, you couldn't even eat in the room. Like, that was a whole thing.
Yeah, that was a thing too. Yeah.
But we started to be able to eat in the room in my generation. My mama let us. We was able to eat in the room. We couldn't leave no dishes in the room. We could eat, but we couldn't leave no dishes in the room. Like, you couldn't have no dishes in the room. You couldn't leave nothing in the room.
A lot of you. I don't know, like much.
My suburban ass was eating at the table.
Yeah, we was eating at the table too.
Watching TV while you eat was a privilege. you can go in that other room and turn the TV on.
I know at one point, my mom, I had a single mama, so and she was working a lot. So there was like, I know when I was,
and I can imagine like that lens for
like when I was in like 5th grade, I remember there was a point where we would go to school. We might not see her for a couple of days because it'd be like we go to school and she's at work. We get out of school.
Sure that you got food. And shit like that.
We had everything, but like, and I was very responsible. Like growing up, I was the oldest, so it was like she taught me. Like I was taking us on the bus at 8. The
you got bus. The most ass whoopings.
I can say I got the most.
The oldest would generally get the goddamn.
It was Calvin and Adrian.
Adrian definitely.
The girls end up getting. Yeah, the girls do get a lot more ass, especially in a single mom household. The girls get they get ass whooped.
My whole thing was I understood the consequences. I understood the consequences early of me messing up because I had a younger brother and sister, and there were certain situations we had to do where my mom couldn't be with us necessarily. Mm-hmm. So like she taught us how to ride the city bus, and I was responsible for making sure we was good. Now get him. She knew the bus drivers. She got to know the bus drivers and stuff. So if we was at a bus stop, different bus drivers already knew us and they would be looking out. Mm-hmm. But a big part of that was on me to make sure we get there on time, we get off on time, we able to cross the street. And I was doing this at like 8. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like it's certain stuff that you learn because you have to go through the hard times, or because you face the hard times, you have to deal with it. Now it's a lot easier. Stuff is a lot easier, and while it does make it does make some things good, but I think in some ways there's certain things that get lost.
And I think that there's a part of that. Well, I think most of that I don't disagree with. I think as we have this conversation, and even as we like start thinking about like privilege and different things that like our kids can do and other kids can't, XYZ. I think that there's a space where we have to realize that we're only speaking about our specific privilege, in which like I am raising a middle class kid and he has a bunch of different privileges that I didn't have. Mm-hmm. He also goes to a school and I see a bunch of kids that don't have those privileges. There's a bunch of like 8, 9, 10-year-olds that's doing very similar to what you're saying. And you know, I drive by and see neighborhoods in which they're doing it, and that's his own different thing. And I think that, like for me, more than anything, I attribute a lot of different pieces to the not all pieces to the pie, but I do attribute a certain piece of the pie to like socioeconomic. And I think that with that, there's a bunch of like whether you say education and access to resources to where, yes. Like riding the bus or whatever, like what parents do now, like you could track an Uber, so like you could put your kid on the Uber and track it and do XYZ. That also deals with like having resources. Then this is the evolution of technology in general. But like a lot of these different little pieces still like operate. Like we used to go to the movies and catch the bus. Mm-hmm. They'll go to the movies, they'll send the Uber there and then send the Uber back.
That bus ride was fire.
Oh, I enjoyed the Uber. Like
this was way better to be.
We don't went on the Uber before. We just stopped at that McDonald's by the movie theater and
you talking about the bus?
Yeah,
you said the Uber.
My bad. I meant
we called the city.
I thought he was calling the bus the Uber. That's why.
Yeah, my bad.
The city bus.
We caught the city bus to the movie theaters and
oh yeah.
We had to stop by that McDonald's real quick, get a little something.
I remember me and bro went to Celebration Station that.
And you ain't really going to the movies to see the movies, but you just out there trying to
station. We met these two girls while we was on that bus trip. We used to have some times in high school. The bus.
See, that's the thing, but getting out in the world and like that, like if you don't get that.
But you have to understand,
different, bro. Imagine not being able to get all of the shit that we tell any story about, is some shit that the kids,
but real
having the ability.
Like this is what's going to change. As soon as your kids get middle school and high school, your view on it's going to be different.
Oh, I know what you're saying. I'm definitely not going to be with them just going. And
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Okay, what you saying?
Like they have like I can name like a couple different places, but like they have like big meeting spots for kids. Like we had Trade Winds, they got Big Air, which Big Air doesn't sound like it's like you go out, you drop your kid off at
the trampoline park, right?
Yeah. You drop your kid off at Big Air on Saturday, and like they got a line out the door. It ain't nothing but middle schoolers in there, and all they doing is like not jumping on trampolines and talking to each other. Like Like that's what it is. Like all the parents, they go out to the little bar that's inside the same parking lot. It's like they got like a little tavern over there or whatever. You just wait the 3 hours until your kids come out. But like it's literally no different than trade winds. Same difference where like
trade winds used to turn
if it's a Saturday, like
trade winds was crazy.
What nigga?
No, we have no business
behind
in trade
ass
winds
and everything in trade.
Oh no, I get it, but
we had no business.
But what I'm saying is that like for example, District 19 it'll be another example like with the kids in which again like this is I don't know, it's like they got laser tag and they got a bunch of different little shits there in general, but like the kids they be like, hey, can you drop me off at the movies? Can you drop me off at District 19? Can you drop me off at XYZ where I'm about to meet up with my friends? And
that's that middle class shit he's talking about right here. That's the middle class in him.
Well,
hey,
all I'm saying is that like it's usually a bunch of kids there,
my boy,
and they all meet
Trevor
up
say
and do different
bourgeoisie.
shit.
The bourgeoisie. Oh yeah, he was trying to put him in the bourgeoisie box hard. He wanted him in there.
He definitely wanted. Well, you
wanted him in that box.
What he wanted me more to do is to say I wasn't. But no, because like if your big thing is to say like I just said that I'm raising a middle class kid, right? And if you want me to say that I'm raising a middle class kid, sure, that's what I'm trying to do. Like obviously, like he's also been a kid that had that was born from college kids that didn't have jobs, that also had parents that had to work their way from being like substitutes to getting a regular job to like living in apartments to owning homes to XYZ.
That shit's so very important to me.
And like he's literally lived through like every single segment of like being like, you know, like a kid that can't get much but what their grandparents can afford to like their parents being afford pretty much what they'll like. And like if that means that he's a bourgeoisie, sure. If that makes me bourgeoisie, sure.
Oh yeah.
And you know,
like, why would I even run away from like that idea?
Yeah,
It's such a weird
from
thing
saying,
to do.
yeah, I'm running away from saying I'm doing well.
Yeah.
Like, why would you do that? Like,
the bourgeoisie though, I wouldn't want to be part of it. The bourgeoisie is like,
but he was trying to like label like what he was trying to like put on the idea of like, bro, all right, if doing better and trying to do better because of like that's the most of what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like if QJ was out trying to throw gang signs, I'ma have a problem.
Oh no,
like
exactly.
Nigga, you ain't like you grew up. No, yes, that kid that's in Hidden Valley
Hold on. No, the hood done got a lot better, bro.
Okay, cool.
Like, you can't do it. No, we doing all right over there. We middle class over there now.
We were trying to tell you that.
What?
When? Doing all right.
Oh,
but all right,
yeah, they gentrifying
like,
it.
So insert hood A or B. Like instead of me like naming,
yeah, bro, it was just the jokes. Go ahead.
I get you. But damn, that kind of made me forget what I was saying. Oh no, like if those kids like are you know like whether it's like throwing gang signs XYZ, like they have a more grounded reality, and if they call them out on that, like it's the real. Like it wouldn't be anything other than what it really is. And like that's the same thing that I would be saying to Trey, like or whoever else. Like obviously the job is, if you're a parent, to raise your kid inside better circumstances with better knowledge, better than your parents did. And hopefully your parents did better than their parents did, and their parents did better than their parents did. And it's like a continual evolution of the step forward.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. We got about 8 minutes left. Anything we ain't tackled that y'all want to get into?
Well, he said I got 700,000.
He said you got $700,000 houses down the street from where you grew up at. The hood ain't the same no more.
Hell yeah. The hood,
oh no, listen, I'm
thought
not
you were talking about this
agree.
house. I was about to say, God, oh,
I was about to say,
this ain't quite that.
Now I'm gonna say a statement here. This is something I was gonna say this statement earlier, but then somebody else is talking. They want to cut you off, but it was like I was thinking about the fact of, I would say like within the communities, the children, I would say the black children of today is probably not far from the same level as the white children of today. I was thinking about that. I think they're being raised better. Very similar now. They're being raised very similar as far as like yeah.
I don't know.
But I hate when we make these kind of, how many white folk you seeing raise their kids? I ain't see it.
I would love to see the statistics on the middle class.
What I know
broken
is I
down
ain't
by
been
race.
seeing white kids in the store acting up like we used to before, like as much as I used to. I'm like, I would say a lot of white people have adopted stuff from the black community, as they have with a lot of stuff. They be disciplining their kids now, bro. Like they don't be.
I know.
playing no shit.
I know a lot of
Like-
white parents that like spank their kids. I ain't gonna say beat.
It ain't even just
Ain't gonna-
they got creative stuff. They figure out what gets
They
to 'em.
putting hands on them though. Like
You can say beat if you want to.
They corporate corporal punishment. I know a lot of white people that practice corporal punishment with their kids.
Man, he
it's
make it
getting
sound
worse.
worse than it is. He just getting a little ass, dog.
Belt the ass.
Yeah, man, he can just reach out and touch you from time to time. It ain't even got to be. You know what I mean? Making that shit way too serious.
Yeah,
That's what I'm talking about with them fucking words. Serious ass words. A little ass whooping ain't never killed nobody.
I'm say these white parents
corporal
they ain't
punishment.
playing because they ain't got time to lose their money paying for court cases. They putting in work on them kids. Hey,
It been one too many
my bad.
school
What did he say
shootings.
above that one? Two above. I missed that one.
oh, he
I
said.
think he said I
He
was
said, "I love you,
bourgeoisie."
nephew. Betray is right about you. You are what you say you're not. You are bourgeoisie." F with you.
Oh, he said, yeah. I ain't never like I don't make the push to not be quote unquote bourgeoisie. And then all right, so this is also something that I hope that I never try and come off as, but I've always lived my life as where like I am like I grew up in quote unquote hood scenarios, spaces, and I've never exemplified that. Most people, if they knew me, you would not have thought that. That's not like, again, I got brothers XYZ that have lived more of that life than me. But generally speaking, like I was two things inside the neighborhood. Like I was a hooper and I was a smart kid, right? And that's what I was. That was the space that I occupied in there. Like I've never attempted to be anything that I'm not. Ain't been one time you ever heard me talk about being the hardest nigga ever. Talk about like being inside anybody's gang, being any of those things. I'll talk about like the fact that in the neighborhood, like I could walk around and everybody knew each other and we was exactly what we was, XYZ. But yeah, at no point do I ever claim to be any version of quote unquote hood than what I actually live. And I never tried to live, even when inside that, a version of hood that I didn't feel fit me.
Yeah, I jumped off the porch a little bit.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
Where you was not the
TBI.
hood nigga, bro.
No, I wasn't there. I just said a little bit.
All right.
I'm cool on the hood nigga shit.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to waiting to get old forever. Shit, I ain't really I don't care about that
I
hood
ain't wanna be
shit. I
no-
just did some dumb shit that was, you know what I mean, around, with the dudes that was around me that was in the hood. I definitely was doing some dumb shit. You know what I mean? But yeah, go ahead. What was you saying? What was it?
TBI said, "Nah, y'all see what white kids do to their parents when the parents tell them no." That's what I'm saying. Unchanged. They ain't seen that as much no more. Now, what I have been seeing is these Mexican
that's 'cause-
kids be in the store.
That's because
Doggone.
your algorithm don't show it to you.
Nah, I'm talking about what I be seeing in the store, or what I see
I
on
just
the
seen
on,
this
on
white
the
little
daily.
boy giving his mama hell at the North Lake Mall the other weekend.
Oh yeah.
At the goddamn, she was buying him some ice cream to kind of get him to calm down. He slapped the damn ice cream down.
Oh
on the
hell
ground.
no.
I was like, me, oh hell,
Hey, but-
yeah,
hey,
that's
but-
an
but-
ass
but-
whooping.
but see,
What you
hold
call
on now.
corporate punishment,
corporal
punishment.
But
Yeah, dead on your ass.
They've been giving these kids all these vaccines now. You know that the ism up.
I don't even looking for all of the reasons. I ain't worried about all of the reasons. Oh, it's just know.
Hey, not like honestly, this is something that like when you can remove and then come back, that you do notice, and I've heard this a couple times, and I do think that this is actually true. That especially within, all right, let me rewind a little bit. So I worked uptown for a while, and like I no longer work uptown, but when I do go uptown, I kind of like notice shit. And sometimes what you hear, and this is like talking about like homeless population, but I think that sometimes like a little bit where you was at, it can kind of expand itself. That these do end up being people that are literally suffering with mental illness. And then when you then think about like the shit that we used to see at the transit sometimes when niggas be wilding, sometimes it probably was niggas that had mental illness.
You remember the lady on the bus used to be like, "For you."
Yeah, like it'd be like
Bro, you
it'd be
did not.
mad chicks.
You did not have to do that. You did not have to do that.
They knew who I was talking about. Though. She used to be like, "For you." Bro, you had to talk shit to her. Like literally,
that shit was so reminiscent, bro. Like, remember when you used to do shit like that? Did it mean?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, bro,
those was the
bro.
times,
I remember
bro.
we used to talk shit to her on the bus. She used to be talking shit back. You had to talk shit to her, like she was gonna argue with you. But we used to pick them up. That you get to that Goodwill on the bus. I don't know if y'all was on the bus back in the day. You get to that Goodwill across the street.
On the west side.
Yeah, across like you get on the bus across the street from the school, and you get to that Goodwill station.
Yeah. And like now when I was like we just ate at a little Thai spot on Friday. I want to say, and I was parking my car at the little Harris Teeter downtown, and I'm just walking by like person. They just start doing the random shit. I'm like, this is actually probably just mental illness. There's no reason for you to be doing this shit.
Is it mental or because sometimes I thought it like the same people. Is it that or is it drugs too, or is it a mix? Because I think sometimes it just be high motherfucker. Like when I see them,
I ain't know it was high, not.
But I don't always put mental illness on it. Sometimes I just put he on that shit.
Hey, I read this meme. I read this meme, and it was talking about the people that you got to remember that like a lot of the people that was on like the short bus and in those classes and those different classes
they
and
got
stuff.
released.
Yeah, they regular people out here in the population now, and
They
you just don't know.
They
it.
let them free.
Yeah, like we don't know.
And some of them look regular.
You used to know because they ain't eat lunch with you, and you know what I mean. They used to be in that class and they rode that bus.
These motherfuckers
But
use
now
the
these
same time
motherfuckers-
clock.
Yeah, these motherfuckers out. They out
at the warehouse.
Full of them. Long line of them.
We good.
That's it. Hey, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Hey, this was a good one. Hey, I appreciate everybody still tapped in with us. Appreciate the chat. It was active today. My boy Cyrus, appreciate you looking out there. We'll tell everybody to please tap in with us on all socials. That's at the 2B Fair Show. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Threads. Please hit the like button. Hit the notification button. Subscribe. You'll get all our notifications. We'll be back Wednesday.
Oh, hold on. What was saying about me on Mad? What he say?
Oh, he said Q had won me so much money when he was young about being a smart kid playing Madden. All I can see is nephew taking. I don't know. He said taking nephew. I appreciate it. Try to take care of you when I could.
Oh,
he don't want to see
he
me.
said you want
Madden,
him a
though.
whole bunch of money on Madden back in the day.
He don't want to see me in Madden.
Oh no! Listen, back in the day, I was fired at the video.
I'm the hot route boy. You don't know what my ex
Never
receiver
could have
doing.
beat me.
You don't
Never
know what
could
my
have beat
ex
me.
receiver doing. But
Never could have beat me.
Chill. Stop.
Never could have.
Stop. I met you whooping somebody ass in Madden.
You met me whooping somebody ass? I was beating somebody ass?
No, I was whooping somebody ass. And,
Oh, Jeff?
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. But
he
again,
don't even play. He don't care about football.
that's why he was getting his ass whooped.
Hey,
Jeff be cheating at Mortal Kombat. I want my revenge.
No, I got college football 25.
Don't tell me that. We out, y'all. I'm your host, Johnny P.
Old head real.
It's Q.
And we out. I'll give you one on that.